And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the FreshandFit Podcast Afterhours edition. We're joined with 5 lovely ladies. We've got a good topic of conversation for you guys. We're going to get a little deeper on this one. Let's go.
Pause.
All the night is my world. City light, painted girl. In the day, nothing matters. It's a night, and a pattern. I live among the green hills of the night. I haven't got the will to try and find out against the new tomorrow. So I guess I'll just believe in tomorrow.
I mean, listen, if you want to get out, if you want to leave, you're more than welcome.
I asked you to stop with the question and you didn't. Do you
Get
want
out.
me to
That's
leave?
serious. Get the f- out. Put your shoes on outside. You don't got to put them on in here.
I know the night is not as it would seem. I must believe in something, so I'll make myself believe it. This night
And we are live. What's
back.
up, guys? Welcome to the FreshandFit Podcast After Hours edition. We're joined with 5 lovely ladies. We already got pretty much 1,000 y'all in here. So do me a quick favor on your way in. Like the video, guys. Okay, it's a Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? We're winding down. So quick announcements, guys. Number one, patreon.com/freshfit. Check us out over there. We got all the behind the scenes content you can't get anywhere else. Okay, so check us out over there because we're gonna get canceled at any point. We got a bunch of YouTubers making videos on us again.
Misogyny.
Bro, real talk. Like these channels that are like 10 times our
We got
size.
penguins, zebras.
Yeah, we got all types
lions.
of people fucking making reaction videos.
I love it, man.
I love it because it's like, yo, real talk. You guys are all our unpaid marketing team. It's fantastic. You know, it's like between the Shade Room, these YouTubers, TikTok, etc. If you search Fresh and Fit on TikTok, 335 million hits, bro. And we don't pay for no promo. It's crazy. Just by us being ourselves, people get triggered. It's fucking fantastic. Also, I know you guys are probably wondering. You know, I'll announce that at the end of these announcements. Okay, real quick. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Spotify, Google Now Podcasts, every single platform you guys listen to podcasts.
We're there.
We are there. Chris is starting to upload more frequently on there, guys, because we ironed out some bullshit with Anchor. But we're good now. So you click that Anchor link, guys, anchor.fm/freshfit. That's going to take you to the main portal, and then you can pick Spotify, Apple, Castbox, whatever platform you like. We're there. Just make sure you wear headphones so you don't get in trouble. Especially now. We're trending again, guys. It's about to get crazy, especially after tomorrow's show. And then also, guys, get the merch. FreshandFitPodcaststore.com. We got the t-shirts, hoodies, etc.
Right,
Hell,
Freshman
even
hoodie?
Fresh got the hoodie on
God
right
damn.
now, bro. That's how you know he's doing laundry.
I need to do laundry. Yeah. That's why I'm wearing the merch.
So check us out, guys. FreshandPodcaststore.com, t-shirts, hoodies, all that stuff. Also, check out our YouTube channel, guys. Fresh and Fit Clips. We post the best parts of the show, or the most entertaining parts, to be honest with you. And the Clips channel, we post 2 clips on there per day. Check us out somewhere between 2 to 10 minutes. So if your attention span is a little bit shorter, you don't got the patience for 2-hour podcast, whatever, check out the Clips channel. And then if your attention span is even shorter than that, check us out on Fresh for Shorts. All those videos are 60 seconds or less. Don't ask me why, but we're on there pretty much because TikTok kicked us off. We've been banned, but it's funny because people come up to me now and be like, yo, you're that dude from TikTok. And I'm like, we got banned off TikTok, actually, but thank you. A lot of people repost our shit.
Videos are still there.
Yeah. So people just repost our shit, bro. It's amazing how we trigger so many people just by being ourselves and not giving a fuck. It's hilarious.
F you money.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, real talk. Like if everything went down, still got my real estate, still got our skill set. I can potentially go back to Uncle Sam. Who knows? At this point. So it is what it is. And then Fresh, you want to talk about your vlog channel?
Guys, for behind the scenes, man, check out the vlog channel. We do live streams. We also do lifestyle videos. Whatever you want to know, we got there for outside the studio. And 100K on the way. Let's go. BBC gang, we're up. BBC just means bigger, better confidence. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah, and guys, check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Fed 1811. On that channel, I break down cases. I just did the Tory Lanez case. It's going viral right now. It's all over Twitter. Long story short, Meg Thee Stallion said that he shot her. But I actually went and secured the police reports that actually document everything. And what they found was the doctor that treated her confirmed, Chris, cue up that sound effect.
Yep.
Confirmed that the injuries came from glass, the lacerations, not from bullet wounds, which conflicts with what they found when she presented to the Gail she did an interview with Gail Knight or some shit like that on CBS. Gail King, sorry, my bad. So she old anyway, who cares? So
Oh my God.
so Gail King, right? She did an interview with her, and she was basically saying, I got shot in both feet, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, gave a story that doesn't necessarily jive with the 2 lives that she did prior. And then on top of that, they got this medical report that was done by another doctor, not the person that treated her at the emergency room. So there's some conflict there. And the thing is people don't know this. Tory's team can't talk about it. Tory can't talk about it at all either. And I showed the protective order that's against him. On the protective order, it says right there, like, no type of cyberbullying or harassment, whatever. So if he does anything, like on Twitter or whatever, and mentions her name, he could get arrested for that. And actually, he did post something on Twitter, and they went and found him and arrested him. Oh, so she kind of has a leverage where she's able to paint a narrative, and they can't say shit back. So his hands are tied behind his back because he can't disclose anything that he gets from the from the state. So like there's a process called discovery. For some of you guys that might not know, anytime you get arrested, it's obligation that the prosecutor, right, whoever's prosecuting you, the state, the feds, whatever, they have to give you all the evidence and documents against you in that case. So, and it's called the process of discovery, right? So when they give you discovery, you basically get to look at all the evidence they have against you. The problem is that they told Tory, yo, you can't disclose, you could defend yourself on social media, but you can't disclose anything that the state of California gives you. So, and here's the thing, when you do discovery, you have to give off even something called exculpatory evidence, aka Brady material, stuff that exonerates the person. You have to turn everything over.
Allegedly.
You're not a little too much, fan. What do you know? What you been in?
Oh, honey, I know.
So you gotta go ahead and turn over, that exculpatory / Brady information. So he probably has info that exonerates him, but he can't talk about it. And one of the things that I found out was that his DNA didn't come back on the gun that he allegedly shot. It was inconclusive, and his DNA didn't come. It was negative on the magazine of the firearm, right? And he didn't have gunfire residue on him, as alleged by the others. However, the friend had gunshot residue on her, and not only that, prior, and they didn't talk about this, the friend and Meg actually fist fought before the shots went off. They stopped in a very, and I break this all down, guys, on Fed 1811. Go, if you guys are interested, go check that out. I'm just giving y'all kind of the clips right now. But as they were leaving Kylie Jenner's party, there was an argument that was ensuing between Meg and the best friend, because Tory was fucking both of them. And they got out on the side of the road, and they literally started fucking scrapping, bro, like Street Fighter type shit, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Real talk.
I'm sure Big Meg won that. That's why she got.
Yeah. I think so too. She did.
Big Meg definitely won.
But just literally like they get out the side. Not only that, they picked the worst place to get out. They got out in this like really, like, I looked up the address. It's a very nice neighborhood in the Hollywood Hills, and the streets are very narrow. All those houses are multi-million-dollar plus. So they pull over on the side of the road, skinny ass road, fucking Street Fighter here.
Round one.
Damn.
And they're in here just fucking going crazy. Right?
They was drunk.
Yeah. They were drunk too, bro. So they're out here fucking Street Fighter Mortal Kombat at 4 a.m. in a nice residential area.
That look crazy.
A bunch of black people. What the hell? What the fuck y'all think gonna happen?
Exactly.
Like 5 witnesses came forward and said that they heard screaming and shit like that or everything like that. So they call the cops. So the cops show up, but they had already been gone. And when the cops show up at the scene, they see nails, a broken chain pendant.
Police report?
Yeah, shit crazy. So they find all this shit, right? By the way, I was the one that broke the story. Spiritual World, all you other guys trying to say something, I was the fucking first one to get it. Shout out to Christina. She helped me get the documents. Got to give her flowers for that. But we broke it down, and the public doesn't know none of this shit because Meg goes on Instagram and says like, yo, it's all this stuff is public, bro. It took us like, well, Fresh, you know this. How long have we been trying to get them documents?
2-3 months, 4 months.
It's very difficult, bro. We had to make some connections, and actually it was supporters of the show that rock with us that helped us with it. So, but I got people over at, like, I'm not going to say names, like certain publications that are very well known that can't even get these documents, but we're able to get it. So shout out to the fucking Fresh Fit fan, man. I wouldn't be able to get that shit without y'all, man. There you go. So that goes to show the difference between providing value to people and they will rock with you versus having a name that's like established in the media. So yeah, bro, the police reports painted a whole other fucking story. So I'm not saying that the friend shot her, but there's a lot of evidence that shows that there's a high probability that Tory was not the shooter. But hey, believe all women, right? Anyway, go check us out on 1811, motherfuckers. I hope you guys enjoyed that little summary I gave y'all. But I break this down in way more detail, show y'all the Google Maps, where they fought, all that shit, the jokes, the Shoryukens, all that stuff is there. Fed 1811, go check it out. And I break down other cases like that as well. The old block case, I did the Pooh Shiesty case, YNW Melly. I know you guys are bothering me. Like, I got a million messages. YSL, Young Thug. I will do it, guys. It's just that I got to really review the documents. It's like a 50-page plus indictment, so I don't want to rush it. I want to make sure that when I give y'all that analysis, it's going to be on point. I know a lot of people are jumping on it right now, but, I got to analyze and be able to break it down to you guys so you understand, because I come from a law enforcement background, so I really want to get in the meat of it and let y'all know, hey, this is what they're actually looking at. This is what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Casanova just pled guilty, right? And I predicted that as well, predicted a bunch of things. And the only reason I'm able to predict it accurately, guys, is because I actually read the documents all the way through and look at sentencing guidelines, all that. So I promise you when it comes, it's going to be worth it. But I'm going to probably do 42 Doug this weekend, okay? Because I know he just got arrested with him. He was supposed to surrender. These rappers behind me dead, bro. No offense to him, but he was supposed to surrender at a jail, didn't show up, and then went and told the government, yo, I'm a sovereign citizen.
What?
Yeah. So in other words, the law doesn't apply to him, and he actually tried to cite that as why he didn't turn himself in, and now he's in jail, and he's gonna have to face his time.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, when you actually read the court documents, it paints a way crazier light. I like 42 Doug's music, but bro, goddamn, you could have come with a better defense. Who's your legal rep, man? No, he's a sovereign citizen. What? Anyway, stupid. Okay, transitioning back to the show, guys. Like the fucking video. So let's introduce the lovely ladies.
So ladies, give us your name, your age, what you do for a living, current dating status, education level, and if you want to, of course,
your body count.
And welcome back to most of you. We'll start right here.
Hey y'all, it is Chantal. On IG, I am CEO Your Life _ Skyless Hair Studios. I am a hairstylist of 10 years plus, and I also have my podcast on IG Live called Wine Glass Conversations, where I interview entrepreneurs and business owners, and we get into the depth of the mental health aspect of it, plus a little bit more juicy stuff. Cool. And I am 29. And
29. Yeah, sorry, I heard that.
Here we go.
It's okay. I got a sound effect for that one.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. Paying homage, man. Rest in peace.
That's all right. And what else? My body count is my body count. Okay. It doesn't matter.
Oh, there you go. And guys, by the way, shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Can we just hit 700K subs on YouTube?
Yeah, thank you guys.
Shout out to y'all, man, for the all the hard work. And
despite all the haters and all the other fucking people that talk shit, we still here, baby. Y'all try to cancel us
to 1 million.
Yeah.
Hey, what DJ Khaled said?
Another one.
Nah, God did.
There you go.
It was so annoying.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh, wrong one. My bad. Wrong sound effect. I'm trying to find the DJ. There we go.
Another one. Another one. And another one.
Bitch.
All right.
So I'm going by Nina tonight. On IG, I'm Miss Explorer. It's Explorer with a 3 because IG is IG. And I do marketing and outreach for an adult store. I'm in my 30s. I'm probably the oldest one here. And
30 what?
I'm 36. Yeah. So that was it, right? That was all the things.
Highest education completed.
I was in a master's program,
Okay.
but I didn't complete it.
So you have your bachelor's?
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you do your undergrad?
At I studied architecture.
Okay. Your hurricanes?
Yeah, I'm still paying them back.
Oh shit. Well, yo, is I'll never forget this. In 2009, when I was looking at colleges, UM back then was around $35,000 to $40,000 per year. How much was it when you were looking?
Probably like
$2. I don't know. In the 1940s.
40K something. I can't even imagine what it is these days.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like 70K.
Yeah.
It's like 70K now.
A year?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Fucking crazy, man.
Damn.
How it's wild how college prices have literally ballooned but salaries and everything else have not caught up to it. It's wild.
Yep.
The inflation rate with college education is ridiculous at this point. So
Can't do it.
okay. What'd you major in when you had your bachelor's?
It was architecture.
It was architect. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And last time you were on the show, something magical happened. Last time you were on the show.
Something magical happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
Remember on air?
Oh no, the first time
Yeah.
I had a little cry. The
Yeah.
second time I was good. I think.
Oh, no, I meant the first time.
Yeah.
the
I was
first
thinking.
time.
I was like,
I was in
yeah.
a very
That was
different
deep.
place back then. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did you find a boyfriend yet?
No, I was celibate for around a year or so, and the past month I've gotten laid twice. It's been great.
Nice.
Oh, congratulations.
You broke the spell.
Thank you.
All right.
Yay for sex.
Same guy or two different ones?
Two different ones.
Okay.
That's
all
even
right.
better.
That's
Chicks
okay,
first.
bro. That's
She back
okay.
on the market now.
Yes, we outside.
Back to the streets.
Period. It's
All right.
summertime.
All right. Are you seeing one of them consistently or not? Not yet.
One of them's a friend, so
Wait,
Oh, he
friend?
broke out the friend zone?
I mean he's in an open relationship, legit. So
Okay, so you're gonna be the second sister wife?
I mean, I guess when I see him now, if we decide to do things,
All right.
I don't know.
All right.
I wasn't
Fair
really
enough.
expecting it, but it was decent.
All right.
Oh, it's decent?
Okay.
Oh.
That's a good sex.
Pre-selection, guys. Hope you cut that on, okay? Because he was a friend of yours first, right?
Yeah.
They
And
always start
Like
that
we
way.
knew each
Did you-
other.
Just out of curiosity, did you give him any play when he was single?
No.
Why?
Gentlemen?
He's been in a relationship. Like he's in a relationship.
No, it's okay. I'm just, this is for the audience to understand. This little thing that you might not get it, but audience, what the fuck do I tell y'all, bro?
I totally get it.
What do I get? What do you get?
I don't know. What do you tell them? I wanna
Don't worry.
know.
The chat knows what I'm talking
Like, I
about.
wanna know.
The chat, it's an insider thing. The chat knows what I'm talking about. But anyway, okay, cool. What about you?
Fan, I'm in the
Welcome back.
building. Boom. Follow me on Instagram at _catsworld_. I am a business owner, phantomintimates.com. Go there, check it out. Also I dance. I'm an adult entertainer and 32 years old.
You're gorgeous.
Thank you. And what else? Higher education. I have a master's degree.
Cool.
Yep.
Shout out to you.
You go, girl.
Hi, Shea Butter here again. I model for a living, so I could say I'm full-time model now.
Nice.
I could say that now. I have the credentials. So
You signed to an agency?
nope, I'm a freelance,
Oh,
but agencies are looking at me. But
Okay.
it's like picking a school for college.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know.
okay. Are you
So-
modeling like socks, gloves? What are you modeling?
I do runway modeling, high fashion modeling, that type of thing. And then highest education is going to be high school. And yeah,
Single?
no status.
Okay, so you still on the market, I guess.
I'm chasing my dreams right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Focus.
Period.
So
Okay, because I remember you had a guy, but you wouldn't like. I think it was first you had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Then it was like I don't know where we are. Then it was I'm single. Now it's
chasing my dreams.
chasing my.
My man's gonna come along.
Yes, he is.
He might be here already. I don't know.
I love the terms. Okay.
Hold on. So I gotta know. So I've heard that you went live on Instagram
Mhm.
talking about FNF. Is that true?
Not true.
Okay. What'd you say on live?
Outside of the last time when I was clearing up my
Side of
what
story.
I was saying, yeah, on the show. That was it.
Okay. So we good.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing tomatoes in the chat, so I don't know what's going on, but
Yeah. Them
Oh,
niggas
there's-
like,
yeah.
oh, man, what's going? Oh shit! Hold on. Let me look at the chat. What are they saying?
I said
Are
tomatoes.
they making fun of Shay?
Tomato shade.
Oh, someone said she. So someone threw tomatoes. Someone said
I don't know, but they're
GD.
saying more tomatoes.
Oh man.
I thought
That
Shay was
was a
banned.
joke, but I'm
Yeah.
I'm not hanging on to that joke no more because people think it's for real.
Okay.
Her Shay.
no.
And then
GD
there's more
gang.
tomatoes now coming.
Yo.
Let's get out of here.
I miss y'all too.
Yo. Okay.
Yo,
Okay.
Chad, I banned her friend. Shay was like, but I banned her friend. Shay wasn't,
Who's the friend again?
Juicy, is what it is. She's banned for life. Shadow Realm. She's not coming back.
Bad for life.
So yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember. Because she was on the couch with her, right?
Yeah.
One
She was on
time?
the couch with
Yeah.
her.
Okay.
Yeah,
What'd she do?
Got
Yeah, so
canceled.
what happened?
Nah, she was with Tommy, right? She was on some bullshit, and then she was just like, she was afterwards. She was egging on the girls, like, yeah,
She
she
had an
was.
argument with Tommy. Yeah.
Yeah, and then afterwards she was talking shit behind the scenes. Not talking shit behind the scenes, but she was just like didn't want to hear it. I'm like, yo, stop telling girls what to do, what to say. They're cool. Just go home, And then she didn't want to do it. I'm all right, cool, you're banned. So
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys can see, a lot of shit goes on behind the scenes that we don't even know about, man. Because I don't want to sound like an
Well,
asshole, but
I will say though, Shay.
But I said that was like right after the show
Yeah.
though. Like because I was getting a bunch of messages, like some hate messages, and some,
Mm-hmm.
so I had to clear what I said on the show. But that was about it.
But I gotta say this about you though, Shay. They're singing in the chat. They will still give you the eggplant, so you're good.
Oh my god.
Sims are everywhere, right?
All right. What about you?
Okay.
Hi, everybody. My name is Yaya. On Instagram, my name is love.nayana, Naeyana. I'm 29 years old. I'm a
29?
bart.
sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Chris. I got you. Yo, he literally just ran back.
Like
to the
literally
camera.
ran back. Oh
To the
my
screen.
god.
He's adjusting the camera right. He's adjusting this camera right now. Yeah, this is real time. We're breaking the third wall. He's adjusting this camera right now. He heard her age, And he was like, yo, what the fuck? And the nigga said, fuck this. Production quality? No. Must insult girl.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys know this, but like a lot of the times, like we'll be, because as you guys know, the day's always changing time, and you got to change the lighting and ISO in between. So like we're doing this shit, Chris will be getting up to do it. And if a girl like says her age, that's the one thing he'll be like, what? And he'll like run back and she's like 29 or older, and he'll just like gotta hit that fucking thing. So anyway, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry. Continue. Don't worry about him.
No, okay, it's okay.
Dating status?
I'm single.
All right.
Not looking. I'm currently getting this money right now, so I don't have time for none of that. So
oh shit.
But yeah, I'm a bartender at Bacon Bitch. Come check me out.
But you gotta be smashed with somebody right now.
I love
Yeah.
Bacon
Yeah.
Bitch.
I'm not gonna lie, we
Come
went to
check me out, bitch.
Bacon Bitch when Long Beach was here. Long Beach Griffey. It was an awesome time. So that's a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
Which one you working at?
And they
The
call
one
you,
at Bayside.
yo, literally they call you bitch.
You're a bitch as soon as you walk through the door. You're
Oh,
a
that's
bitch.
a place where
Yeah.
they literally like they
Yeah.
pride themselves on bad customer service.
They're like, hey,
Exactly.
bitch.
Exactly.
Yo,
Yeah.
what do you want, bitch? I'm like,
Bro, if,
It's actually exceptional customer
This is the
service.
real word.
Yeah, it's
This
really
is
good.
the-
We have really good
Yo.
customer service.
so this spot, right, is the only place in the world we call a woman a bitch and she
Uh-huh.
won't get offended.
Nope. We
Really?
love it.
Yes,
we
I
love
could
it.
be like, what's up, bitch?
wait, so they call guys bitches?
Oh
No.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody.
You can't say you don't want to be
Man,
called a
if-
bitch. We're gonna
if-
call you a bitch.
Bro, if I was walking there and because I never known about Bacon Bitch before, so
And the
walking
food
there.
is really
I'm
good
about
too.
to say yes.
Food is
Because
fire.
of the food. That's
Like, the
probably why they
food's
trying to
really
call
good.
you.
My
some
drinks
bitches.
are fire. Come check me
I don't
out.
know, man. Someone call me bitch. I'm gonna
Okay.
get scrapped, man.
It's, I mean, to be honest with you, in Miami, you don't even got to go there to get disrespected. The service is fucking terrible.
Yeah, you walk outside.
I'm surprised that like people, I guess they like really like enjoy. They're like really masochists. Like, you know what? The service is already bad, but I want to suffer a little bit more.
Well, I will say they say it in a nice tone though. They're like, how they say is very welcoming.
Hey,
They're
bitch.
like, hey, bitch.
Yeah. That's how we do it.
You a bitch? They're like, hey, bitch.
What's up,
So
bitch?
they say
What is,
nice.
what is this? Like a fucking gay bar?
Yeah, I know.
Bitch, how are you? Let's fucking do it. Like,
Yes,
Yeah.
queen.
That's kind of how they say it.
what? Okay.
No,
Strange.
I don't know. Go there.
Do you get
Okay.
good tips though?
Absolutely. I
That's
make that money.
awesome.
Yeah. You know.
That's great. You could like literally shit on the person. Like, you could probably be honest with it. Like, man, you're a fucking piece of shit customer. I hated serving you, bro.
Mhm.
And they got it. And they'll tip you more.
We're allowed to give attitude and call you a bitch and still like get our job done, but we know you're an actual bitch. Like we can do it.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Like why you a mad bitch? You're not supposed to be mad at my table. You know, shit like that. We can do shit
Oh,
like
wow.
that. Yeah.
Oh,
You're
nice.
supposed to be a happy bitch and then still get on with our day.
Wow.
Yo, just when I
That's
thought
amazing.
Get a
I seen
pad.
it all, bro. First, it started with Hooters, with the chicks walking around with orange shorts and a t-shirt, and they still have that played out image to this day. Then you got Twin Peaks, right,
Mhm.
where the girls are wearing the
Twin Peaks
tops.
is pretty
and
Twin
shit.
Peaks is all right.
Huh?
That food is good though.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like the whole
The
concept
theme,
of like
yeah.
being innovative with restaurants.
Mhm.
Then you got Tilted Kilt, right? Like, oh, y'all never heard of Tilted
No,
Kilt?
I have.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have.
Okay, it's big in Texas.
Yeah.
The
That's
Twin
like
Peaks too.
Miami, what?
And then now you got this shit, the
Bacon.
bitch restaurant.
Bacon
Bacon Bitch went viral because of TikTok, though.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, that's how I learned about it.
Yeah.
Is there only
Beach
one of them or something?
No, there's two.
It's
There's
two of
one on
them.
South Beach and there's one in Bayside.
One in
There's another
Bayside.
one in Tampa. It's St. Petersburg.
So it's only a
So
Florida
there's
thing
three.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
For
I
right
can't
now.
go there. It's called what? Bacon Bits?
Bacon bitch.
Yeah, you can't bacon anyway.
Yeah,
But-
bacon.
We got a
They serve
vegan.
more-
We got other
more than,
shit
bacon,
besides
though.
that.
Oh, they got food that isn't bacon
Yes.
Yeah.
or pork.
Yes.
Okay.
They have like croissant sandwiches.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they
we
went,
got croissant
you know, like,
Says the
sandwiches.
Muslim that smashes chicks. Okay, I'm here to be a hypocrite.
Exactly.
That's only on Saturdays though. So, okay, Ryu Morgan, $20. So, as a 22-year-old, would it be better to just get an escort and focus on my purpose, or should I be going out on dates with college women? I've been a viewer for a while. I'm a vet and finished year 2 in college, aiming to be a doctor.
Bro,
no,
you know,
bro, dude, we told you guys already.
Yo.
Like, don't pay for box.
You know the answer to that question already, bro. It's funny you're asking it. You know the answer.
He wants us to give him a cosign, and we're not gonna
Yeah,
give it to you.
yeah.
Go watch the episode that we talked. We have an episode. It's called, I think, the dark side of prostitution or some shit like that. We break it down in detail. Watch that episode, guys. It's in the Womanizer Wednesday playlist. Watch that, and it's good. We give you the plus and the negatives of paying for it, and honestly, the negatives outweigh the pluses.
Yeah.
But I don't
look,
think.
if
And
you
you're
want-
only 22. What the fuck?
If you want to master game, bro, you paying for it, you won't learn anything. If you
Facts.
go out on dates, though, you overcome it yourself. You go through the trials and errors, and you work on your purpose, bro. Like, you
And
win.
you have to realize, as women, we want to marry a doctor.
Yeah.
You don't got to do shit. Just go make sure you finish medical school.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're going to be good.
The rest is easy from there.
Yeah, like and if anything, you know what? That's a good point, Phantom. Because to add to that, because what's gonna happen is if you become a doctor,
Yep.
but you don't understand female nature, what's gonna happen is you're gonna be a very, how do I say this, appealing treat to certain types
victim.
of
Mm.
predatory
victim.
women. So
Mhm.
if anything, since you're gonna be successful, you need to learn female nature, bro. You need to. You can't. You're the last person that should be paying for box. Like you could put yourself in a compromising situation doing that shit long term. So. bro, you need to learn game. The more money you make, the more successful you become, the more you need to learn game, which we're going to talk about that here in a second with the H3 situation. Give us a second, guys. F&F, married couple, $5. Okay, congrats to y'all. Message deleted. Price says something about Chris's hairline. First BBC, $20. Yes, I remember now. Drizzy girl. Yeah, she had a little attitude, but some fun time took care of that. And damn, her head game was immaculate. Fresh, let's hook up with her again just to piss off her lame friend. Who's
Beanie?
Oh.
But this nigga's
Oh, he's
crazy,
talking
bro.
about from the H3 shit. Okay, I get what you're saying.
This nigga,
All right,
bro.
Congrats on 700K. Show investment joy was gold. Yeah, we got you, bro. That was a really good episode that we did with investment joy, man. Thank you for
Well,
I gotta head up by the house.
Apparently, Penguin sent out his virgin, so that's not true as well. So
We're both virgins, though.
Yeah, I know.
We don't get close.
yeah, we're incels. Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah. And
Don't
Twitch.
forget that.
Twitch.
This
No?
guy is Rick.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, come on to YouTube, man.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, come on over to YouTube, guys. Yeah, you can't say incel on.
Oh, you can't?
Twitch. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's
It's-
only the S word.
No.
Nah, it's both.
It's
We
both.
might as well say simp now. Yeah,
Yeah,
incel and
yeah.
simp is both.
Simp.
I don't know if y'all ladies heard about this. They banned the word simp and incel like about a year and a year ago. And the reason why is because like with like a lot of Twitch streamers that like are girls that have a lot of like simps in their shit.
Incels.
Like they would be in there, oh, y'all are simps, y'all are incels, blah blah blah. So Twitch, knowing that like shaming someone like Pokemon's fans to paying money actually hurts the bag for them.
Yeah.
So if you say it continuously enough, they'll ban your account. Yeah, it hurts their money when you think about it. Because if enough people go in there call you a simp, you ain't gonna donate.
Right.
So
What
which-
is incel
which-
though? I've never heard.
Yeah, I've
that
never heard
term
that one
before.
either.
See, only women enjoy that
Yeah,
privilege, baby.
I know.
What's an incel? What the fuck? It
Is
means
it close to imbecile?
It's kind of like involved.
No.
It's like you're involved. What's the word?
Involuntary
Involuntarily
celibate.
celibate. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Involuntary?
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
yeah,
Here's the
that's like what the fuck?
How?
Amar.
So we have it here. Incel.
There we go.
A member of an online community of young men who consider themselves unable to attract women sexually, typically associated with the views that are hostile toward women and men who are sexually active.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, right?
they
Funny, right?
Yeah, see, it, like I watch out. Yo, real talk, I like to give you guys like the teaching points. I don't know. Did you guys see all the girls' reactions when you even mentioned what incel is? Like half of them are like, "What the fuck is this concept?
Yeah,
Dude,
I know.
they
You
don't
can't get laid."
need to
I thought
know.
that was one of
Yeah.
the words y'all made up.
Right.
No.
I'm like, what is one of the new
It's an
words
actual
people have
term.
now?
It's an actual term,
Wow.
and I'm not saying this to like use you guys as guinea pigs, but I've always said it, bro. Like women really don't understand the male struggle and the male dating experience.
They don't
Nor
have
do
to.
they give a fuck, and they don't have to.
Yeah.
And I want you guys here in the chat because a lot of you guys like have a little bit of rage, like, ugh, fucking this is bullshit. Women get to enjoy all these privileges, whatever. Yo, the reality is they don't have to worry about it because guys approach them. Guys like, yeah, they have the privilege of not having to know what the fuck incel means, bro. Like, like ain't no chick at incel.
But now we do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's not a
I
common
mean-
word you use every day. So
No, it's not.
Yeah, you don't really hear it.
A lot of people use
for
it, bro.
the most part.
A lot of people use it. It's just that like that's a whole other thing. I don't want to get on the law enforcement shit, but like the Bureau uses it, DHS uses it.
Wow.
Like because some school shooters have been defined as incels.
Oh.
But
Because
that's a
they
whole
couldn't
other
get no
topic.
bitches.
Yeah, like that's a whole
So
other
they
topic. Though.
okay.
Yeah.
So-
I'm sure they have a lot of other
What's the one?
psychological
There's one for a
issues.
girl
Yeah.
that can't keep a man though. Is it in real or some shit like that?
No, it's a hoe. I mean,
Oh,
no,
wow.
I never heard that one.
No,
Wow.
this nigga Chris, bro.
Oh, yeah.
No, but there is one that's for relationships. I just can't. Someone in the chat's gonna say it.
Oh yeah, they're gonna say it.
All right, Lil Durk. Get out the streets. You touch a 30. This nigga. 700K. Woo. Congrats, Fresh Fit. We need a Royal Rumble to celebrate equal rights and left hooks only with Tommy Shea, Whitney, academics, and all the guests that summoned the Punisher BBC gang. We up. Let's fucking go. Thank you, bro.
And it's called femcel, by the way.
Femcel.
What?
Femcel.
Femcel.
Oh,
Which is rare.
Super
Okay,
creative.
but there's another one, bro, for a
Right.
girl that can't get a relationship.
Yeah, 304.
That's facts. Masculine finance. Big Mo, challenge person who takes L pays winner 1K, get to 250 pounds before I get to 200 pounds. I currently weigh 375. Will DM you screenshots weekly. Do you accept? Oh shit! I'm
Damn.
giving you a challenge, Mo. What's do you accept that challenge?
I'm not racing anyone with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, go you slow, nigga.
Chris, bro.
This is on fire tonight, honey.
Chris,
Go ahead.
I won't roast in front of these girls.
All right, thank you, Mo.
Oh, he's saving.
Oh my god. Fucking comedy. All right. Lil Durk, I ain't gonna lie. I love the fact that she don't be kicking around my guys. Yo, Lil Durk again. Is he in here rapping?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely a bar from one of the songs.
Fresh at BBC. I don't like to have relations with my competition, but hey, she's the only one that looks good, so why not? Phantom, can't see. Cancel your plans and be prepared to be tamed because I'm conquering you tonight. Fresh, make a move, my brother. I still don't understand how a guy poses to be your dick and hits on girls openly on
Yo,
the panel.
he pays at least $100 a night, man.
Yo, shout out to you, bro.
$100
You
a
are
night, man.
fucking hilarious. I actually look forward to what the pickup line is gonna be now. I actually literally like look forward, like, okay, which girl is he gonna pick?
Yo, who has this much time on their hands, though?
Right. Y'all don't know who this guy is?
No, we don't.
Oh my god.
No, we have no idea.
Stop, nigga.
No, I know. He's a legend, bro. Keep ridiculing.
No, he be on
stop it.
fire. That's
Keep
why I
doing
said
it.
I thought y'all knew him.
You guys don't understand. Anytime y'all make Fresh uncomfortable, it's amazing for me. So keep doing it. Little bot, $10. F&F is my favorite YouTube channel, and I appreciate your efforts in the realm of male self-improvement. Congrats on 700K, and I'm glad to see a group of ladies on the panel to celebrate the occasion. Yeah, man, there's chicks that we know, man. It's always better for that. Homie clicks. For the ladies, why is it okay for women to feel entitled to being protected and provided for, but it is wrong for men to feel entitled to sex and intimacy?
That's a good question.
We can run around the table on that. What's your
Yeah.
thoughts on that, Miss Podcaster?
Me? Okay. So I was actually having this conversation earlier,
Mhm.
and you're going to only experience that if you don't know what you're doing, because any man that's going to provide and protect for a woman, that is lifting a burden off of her. So she's going to naturally want to submit to you. Now, there's something probably that he's probably doing wrong to why she doesn't want to or give it up to him. So you kind of have to look into yourself, because majority of the time, if a woman is really feeling you and she's into you and you are providing and, you know, being that protector for her, she's going to give in. You're taking stress off of her. You're releasing her. You're allowing her to operate more in her feminine energy. And she should naturally want to do that for you. Now, if you're just giving the money and you're not attractive or whatever it is, she's just going to take your fucking money. That's it.
Yeah. Very well said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, guys, and this comes back to what we said before. This is why it's so important to be a complete package as a man, because if you only fulfill one requirement, let's say, use the example you gave, where you're only providing financial security, but you're not attractive, you don't take care of yourself, you're a pussy, you let her walk all over you, what's going to happen is she's going to go from like being with you to simply tolerating you because you provide something to her that isn't really dispensable. You know what I'm saying? And then what's going to come with that is resentment. So guys, I hate to repeat myself so much, man, but in today's marketplace, you got to be a full package, bro.
Yes.
So I'll turn it to ladies. Anybody else have any thoughts on that?
I do.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
So, I mean, I don't think I've ever felt entitled to be provided for.
Okay.
Like, even when I had a long-term relationship, we were, at the end, I was supporting him, which is ridiculous because he was super wealthy. But his family was super wealthy, but it's a big story. We're not going to get into that. We're past that. But I do feel, I don't know if I would say entitled, but I do value my pleasure so much, and I need some quality sex and intimacy. So that is way higher on my priorities than being protected and provided for.
You are a sexual
That is
woman.
interesting.
It's a nice perception.
Right?
Wow.
I know, like, that's
That is
why I
fucking-
took
You wanna
a
come
whole
first.
year
Oh,
to myself to
oh, shit, my
reset,
fingers
to
slipped.
make
No,
sure that, like, of course, I ended up hooking with the bartender, not worth it after a year, but, you know, you live and learn.
Question, because I remember your story, and I kind of want the audience to learn from this.
Yeah.
So the guy that you were with before, he was wealthy.
His family
However,
is very wealthy, yeah.
he was a trust fund baby, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. And I say that to kind of illustrate something that I talked about on the podcast frequently, is that money doesn't necessarily get you girls. It will get you women to tolerate you, but it's not necessarily going to get women to respect you. And the reason why I say that, because a lot of guys seem to think that, like, okay, I just need to make money, and I'm going to get girls. But what you don't get is that when you make a lot of money, you have to have inherent character traits that make you attractive.
Yeah,
like,
what else do you have to offer?
yeah, like making the money. Typically, if you're a higher earner, you have attractive traits about you already. But this is a perfect example of where if a guy is a trust fund baby, even though he has money, he's still not attractive. And I think guys really need to understand that in the chat, that
Good point.
it's not simply having the money, it's how you made the money and the character you built
with
while
that
it's
money.
making the
Yeah.
money to get to that point that women are attracted to. Because guys that make money have certain traits that are extremely attractive to women.
Because he was probably spoiled. He was probably a brat,
For
right?
perfect example.
Yeah,
He was a
his-
brat.
his
Yeah.
ego,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He was a little bitch.
Spoiled.
Yeah.
Perfect example. Rob Kardashian.
Period.
Rich as
Yes.
fuck and don't nobody want his big ass.
Period.
Nobody want
He
him.
got all that money.
You lame as fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
He don't have nothing to offer.
He wasn't
besides
able to
And
those
look what he
socks.
got. A
He got
baby
those
by
socks.
the stripper who wanted the fucking money.
Yep.
Yeah.
And look what he got after
Good
that.
example. That's a
Perfect
good example.
example.
And what
Yeah.
happens when people lose their money? then what do you have?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, guys, if this is anything like, I think the biggest takeaway here is you gotta become a complete package, man. Like, when you're not an attractive guy and you're just providing like just money and nothing else, she'll fuck you. You know, she'll do some starfish. When's this over? Okay, okay. But like, if she really likes you, she gonna suck your dick with a certain type of veracity. Like, it's true desire. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want, guys. And
yo, real talk. No matter who you are, what you have, you need game, bro.
Yeah.
If you don't understand game, I understand how to treat women in terms of like getting them to like respect you on a level. What's the point? Because they'll either take advantage of you or just like say fuck it. So
yeah. And this is my controversial take on it. This is why you got to keep girls around. You got to keep your options open, baby. I mean,
Misogyny.
not to use you as an example, but you kind of confirmed the truth that we talk about all the time on the podcast. So you said earlier that the guy that you're with right now, that you hooked up with, he has a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
And it's an open relationship.
Yeah.
However, you didn't give him the time of day when he was single, right?
I wasn't
Sexually,
I
I
actually
mean.
wasn't anticipating doing anything with him. I wasn't like super duper attracted like physically, but we do vibe in other ways. So that's how it kind of works.
No, understandable. But what I'm saying is that, I mean, I don't know if you're conscious of this or not. When he had the girlfriend, it makes him more attractive.
No,
You don't
because
think so?
I'm friends with her now. I'm actually worried. Like, how? Are we
Oh,
gonna-
does she know y'all smash her?
Not yet.
Oh, she gonna beat you up.
Holy
Like, she's bi.
It's a
Like,
revelation.
they're open in so many ways. It's a very non-traditional relationship. So like, she's bi. She has partners. So
What
like,
the hell?
but I have
Are
that
they
in my
just
mind.
all
Like,
open?
shit. What happens now?
So here's the thing.
Well, you don't owe her nothing.
I don't think you're
No.
overtly
Yeah.
conscious of it, but I would be willing to bet in your hindbrain that him having that girlfriend makes him more attractive to you. You probably can't
It's
put
a
your
chase.
finger on it.
It's like that
Not at
sneaky shit.
all.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
No,
People
not
want
at
people that they feel
all.
like are taking.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. And I would argue
with
with women that trait is extremely powerful.
Mhm.
When a woman sees a guy with another girl, right? She's like, okay, this
Let me
girl's
see.
co-signing on it.
Yeah.
I want to fuck. But with men, I would argue it's the other way around. If I see a chick and she's with a lot of guys, I'm like, ew, this bitch is a hoe.
But what if she's only with one guy?
Oh, then they want you.
Oh, for sure.
Because
They want
I
you.
have experienced
want you.
that. It's like it's not until I get in a relationship where they're like, like you're
Well, I
fucking.
I have a great example of
They
that.
want you, Phantom, but you want to know why? What they want you for?
What, when you with somebody?
When a girl's with a guy, like why they want that girl?
Why?
So for bragging rights of saying I took that nigga's bitch.
Oh,
That's why.
That could be it because
That
once they
can
get
be
your
it.
ass,
That's
They
it.
don't even
That's
give a
it.
fuck.
They don't care. They don't
Yes.
care no more.
And so yesterday we actually reacted to a video. Shout out to Adam22 from No Jumper. You know what? Can we?
Yeah. I mean, we can.
Let's pull it up real quick and I'll summarize it. It's a very short video, but it literally fits perfectly what we're discussing now. In the video, a woman admits to going cross country to go see this famous drummer, and the drummer tells her, "Hey, break up with your boyfriend." And she had been in a relationship with this guy for 5.5 years, and she actually did it.
Oh,
and he was
my
a
God.
nice guy. Probably helped her out, pay her bills.
Yeah, he
Yep.
was a very nice guy. Do we have that video?
Yeah, we will.
Chris? So, can we pull it up real fast? It's only
All right,
like
ready?
it's less than a minute long. Yeah, we'll play. We'll play. Yeah. Go ahead.
5 years. I was with my boyfriend. Last year, I started talking to this guy who was in a band. Ended up visiting him. Like, I drove to LA, spent 3 days with him, and he said, break with your boyfriend, move to LA. It was like, went there on a Friday. That Monday, I broke with my boyfriend, who I was with for 5.5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For the guy in the band, good guys do not finish first, it turns out. Was he a great guy?
Oh, the band guy? Awful.
No, the first guy.
Oh, he was such a good guy.
And he
Yeah.
left him
Oh.
in his face.
The band guy probably was not going
Fresh
to
and
work
Fit
out.
were right about everything. God.
Shout out to Adam, bro. Shout out to RP, Red Pill Hub. Yeah, that's some RP porn for y'all right there. No, but all jokes aside, so I would argue, right? So like if a guy, right, sees a girl and she's with a dude, he'll want to take her, but for bragging purposes.
Right.
He will not wife her though, because the mere fact that she left that security demonstrates to him she can't be trusted.
Right.
So it's a bragging right. I guarantee you that drummer, like, blasted text, put in the group chat, look at this stupid bitch. She broke up with her boyfriend in 5 years for me. She a dumb hoe. Ha ha ha. Right. But with women, on the other hand around, they'll see a guy with women and think, how do I lock him down from these other bitches? See the difference?
Yep.
So the man is looking to take the girl from an ego perspective of proving I'm that nigga.
Right.
The girl is looking to take that guy from I was able to obtain security from this man versus all these other girls.
Which
because
are
women
unstoppable.
know if they're able to to gain security from a man of value, it actually increases their own value. because you're basically coming into that man's reality. And now you're taking his last name. Someone we're taking the last name. So women and men are different, bro. Like when you have these discussions like this, like you really see like how the sexual strategies are completely adversarial and completely different.
I mean, talk about the club scene.
Yeah.
You got a table with a bunch of girls. Other girls like, yo, who's that guy at the table?
Mhm.
All around them. And they come to the table, hey, you know, looking cute,
Yeah.
whatever, twerking, whatever, to get your attention because they want you. Like, who's this guy? So
Yeah,
you're right.
I don't think the power of pre-selection is grossly understated.
It's huge.
And I would pre-selection, ladies, is simply when you're a man and you have women with you.
Right.
So, and I'm saying using your example with the guy. I think deep down you probably can't even be maybe you're not conscious of it, but like he became more attractive the fact that he had a girlfriend, and the fact that you're saying that she don't even know. I know that definitely
Not
probably
yet. It's gonna
voices you up even more.
It's gonna be a conversation like, so how does this go? Like, because they communicate about stuff, but she is a friend, and I don't want it to be awkward.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's
Let me
the
tell
thrill.
you, because you said that she didn't owe the girl anything. And let me tell you something. She absolutely does, because she said she's a friend.
Now,
Had she said, I don't know his girl, but they have an open relationship and I'm doing whatever, that's different. But they have a relationship, so that's completely
But
fucked
I
up.
wasn't sure. Well, did you meet her through him?
Here, bring the mic
or
closer
did
to you so they can hear you. Yeah,
did you
you're
meet
good,
her
you're good.
through him, or were you already friends with her?
No, like I met them together, and I started befriending him first, and then I hung out with her more.
So that's why I said that, because
But the key point was she
figured
hung out with her more.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I figured her
Now,
loyalty was
yeah.
already to him.
Nope.
So technically, she didn't owe her anything. But if your loyalty is to her,
I'm
then-
loyal to
I'm about to
both
say,
of
she probably
them. I
doesn't
think
even
they're
care.
both amazing. So
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
break a friendship.
So why not do it together then?
Right.
Because I have
You
the
could just
exact
have
same
some fun.
situation that I kind of went through a little bit with a couple that I met working, and her and I were friends on the internet. And then he came solo, like have been my people for years. He came solo and got at me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where your girlfriend at? I'm like, nah, I don't play like that. Like, where your bitch at? It gotta be both of y'all, or this don't make me feel right. Because I like her and she likes me. Like, I don't know this fucking girl, but I like her and she likes me. And we cool on Instagram, so it's kind of weird. And so he's
Well,
like,
you're friends with the girl first, though.
No, I met them
on
together.
Instagram.
At the
But you
couple.
clicked with her more.
Right.
But she got at you first.
So that's different, because then my loyalty is to you.
No, I don't
If
have
it-
loyalty to her at all because I don't know her. Just like if I
Oh,
follow you
yeah.
on Instagram, you're not my goddamn friend. We just follow each other on Instagram.
Right.
Like we don't kick it, we don't do none of that. However,
It's not a
because
respect.
whenever I interacted with both of them, it was always both of them.
Mhm.
So when he came at me by himself, I was like, no, that's not cool. Like I like your girlfriend because of our interaction. Like, so just bring her in. He was like,
Gotcha.
nah, I want you by myself.
Nah,
So-
nah,
And I was
ain't
like,
on
that's
that
fucked
shit.
up.
Nah,
See,
yeah.
I've never
Well-
been in that predicament. So that's why I was saying, well, if she was friends with the girl, I mean, if she was friends with the guy and she came in and she met her later, then
Right,
the
that's
guy is
different.
her
That's a
loyalty.
different scenario.
That's what I was looking at it.
I think he's smart for wanting to keep his main chick out because it's problematic to have threesomes with your main chick.
You know,
It
you know what I
can
tell
bring-
people? Because I like when I'm in a relationship, I like to have threesomes with my boyfriend. But what I tell people, and this is what I tell men and women when it comes to threesomes, you can't eat where you shit. You can't have threesomes in the same city because that opens too much of a door. So that's why they would come and dance with me at the club, right? So that's why he felt comfortable enough to come see me by himself. However, if I was a girl that lived in like Las Vegas or New York, that they only seen when they flew out,
Right.
it's different. It's never that level of connection there. But I live here.
Right.
You pulling up to my house, you calling, you running down on me, you acting crazy. Meanwhile, the whole time your girlfriend on Instagram, like, oh, we so happy.
Right,
Like,
right.
how you look
That's not
crazy.
cool. Yeah.
So I don't think that you shouldn't. I just don't think that you should eat where you slip. You should shit where you eat. Is what
I
I'm
get what
saying.
you're saying, but you can get flown out though. So either way, you're not safe.
Either way, it's all fucked up. It's all fucked up. It's not right.
I think the
regardless.
biggest because when guys are reluctant to have threesomes with their main chick, even if it's like a random girl or whatever, even though it's a one-time thing, you might want to revisit that girl and smash again. And your girl is gonna feel some type of way. She's immediately gonna feel
No, but
threatened.
there's a way that you should go about threesomes as a woman. First of all, the problem
Okay,
is
so you're speaking from the female perspective.
Right, from a female perspective,
Okay.
there's
Okay.
certain ways that you can do things that honey, there's no way in hell that a woman could run down on one of my people, like one of my men.
Mhm.
Because first of all, you're talking to me. I set it up. I got your number. I made this happen. At no point are these two ever alone by themselves. And at no point are they ever having conversations. Only talking we doing is his dick is in your mouth.
Right.
Okay, so that's an interesting concept because you're speaking from the female perspective. So this is an interesting concept. So like you're speaking from a defensive standpoint in the support of the women. So I'll speak on the side of the guys.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to tell you. Because if he had some fire box with that chick, he's going to contact her behind the scenes.
How? If y'all don't live in the same... I'm saying my scenario is saying
When
don't
you're
do it where you live.
Yeah.
No, I know that. But trust me, when there's a will, there's a way. If that box was fire, he's going to find a way to contact her. So that's why I just say in general, as a guy, just don't do threesomes with
But you
your
also
girl.
know, what breaks that down at another level? I never have threesomes with my man and not pay the girl. Because at this point, you're a prostitute. You ain't doing this for free. So I'm not gonna sit here and let you think that.
I see the strategy.
Nah, baby,
I
you
see the
taking this
strategy.
money because you are exactly you're providing us a service, baby. I don't think that this is nothing else.
Right.
So
I've never had a threesome with my man that we did not pay the girl.
So I want the audience to...
That's
I like how you think, though. Yeah,
I love
that's
that.
different.
That's the
So
sealer.
real quick, I want the audience to kind of catch what just happened there. So see how like her strategy conflicts with mine, and like what she's doing is she's controlling the element, which is fantastic that we're getting a female perspective. Because when you control the variables, you're able to. Because what you're basically doing is you're making it, you're forcing it to be a service.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Literally. And as a woman, if we feel like it's a service, we feel like, oh shit.
Yeah. Make her feel
I gotta
good.
act right. Yeah.
And then she's gonna perform right too.
Right. Right. I mean,
it's maintaining leverage, and because if the woman is paying the girl knows, okay, man, like it's gonna do one of two things. It's either gonna demoralize her to like I'm not gonna even pursue this guy, or it could backfire on you though. It could be like, oh,
you think I'm
this
a
nigga has bitches
You think I'm a
paid,
bit?
so
Yeah.
she must really be trying to protect them, whatever. So it could go both ways. But I see what you're saying. It's basically you're mitigating risk. Very interesting to see it here from the female perspective.
It's kind of like when you go to a strip club, right? The psyche is if girls with a guy, you push a girl first because you want to respect
Absolutely.
that setup. So I get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
because the girl runs it.
Yeah.
Like that's what these like new age strippers is what we call them. That's what they fail to realize. They'll walk in the section and immediately start talking to the boys when this girl sitting there and it's like, that's not the way it goes. Because I'll never dance you. If you don't acknowledge me when I walk in the strip club, I'll never dance you. And I'm gonna embarrass you because I'm gonna throw a whole lot of money to embarrass your dumb ass because you should have spoke to me first.
Right.
100%.
Okay. Interesting to see it from the female perspective. I see it
really
like
is.
it's always
Opposing
interesting
sides.
how like one side always has to concede to allow the other side to prevail, if that makes sense to a degree. And I would argue, I know people don't like this, I think the male needs to always prevail, and the woman needs to concede. And the reason why is because men are okay dating down, women aren't. Women always need to feel like they got the best deal, whereas men don't need to feel that way. Like if I'm with a fairly average looking chick, but she does a bunch of things for me on the side and adds value, I'll keep her as my main, but I'll go have fun with the other girls, if that makes sense. But with the women, it doesn't work that way. Like they can only have a main. They can't sit there and have a roster of niggas like that. They really can't. Like most girls, they'll try to say they can do it, but they can't. If you leave them to their own devices, they want that security. So that's why I always come to the logical conclusion. It's better for the man to have the leverage because he's going to be able to come back to his main chick. The girl's not going to go and entertain other guys and come back to her main guy. She's not capable.
Right.
So there's only one gender that's actually capable of holding the leverage and still maintaining the attraction in the relationship. That makes sense. I don't know.
Would you I think I kind of get what you're saying. Now, if you have your main chick, now if you're out with your main chick and you guys want to have a threesome, would you allow her to initiate it and go for it and set it up?
So I really like that question because I see where you're going with that. It helps you control the situation better.
Right.
I would not allow my girl to do it, but I'm going to applaud you guys for taking the initiative to do it because I see why you want to do it. Because it's like, all right, I know this nigga's going to have this itch. Let me get ahead of it. Let me handle it, but I take care of it. So I basically control all the risks. Control the scenario, and I mitigate the risk, which is actually very logical, standpoint to come from on that. But I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't feel comfortable having a threesome with my main girl.
Your main girl,
because I know that the issues that may arise from it don't outweigh. Like it's not worth the risk.
The fun, yeah.
So it's funny you say that because with my daughter's dad, when I first met him, we're going on 8 years now, being whatever the fuck it is.
Biological?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
And when
Y'all
I first
fucking 8 years later?
Yeah, we have a kid together. So it's
What
like
the fuck that mean?
It's a long story. It's a long story. So we're literally on the verge of like damn near being married and just exploring life and whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like when we first got together, he wanted that. And I'm like, no, I've had threesomes before, yes, but I don't have threesomes with my main guy.
He wanted threesomes with other women.
With me and him, him and somebody else, right?
And a girl every time.
A girl every time.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And I would say no, like I don't share my main guy with anyone.
Okay.
Now, 8 years later, I'm like, we've built this trust within each other and we have such a strong platform together. Now I'm more open to it, right? Because I guess getting older as well, being a mom, whatever, you kind of just, my perspective has changed in a way. So now it's more so, but he's still like, okay, if we're going to do it, I want you to set it up because I don't want you to feel it. Because he's like,
I don't want to get in no trouble.
Yeah, like, I don't want to get in no trouble with it. So
Yeah.
that's why I was wanting to see if it was with your main girl.
I would try it. Maybe one time I would try it. But I kind of already know that it could be problematic. So I would have to like make sure that it's like there's similar foundation set up, so it's not gonna like backfire, like mitigating risk, right? But I wouldn't want the girl to be paid though, because I just have a personal rule where.
I was gonna say like I don't pay when my money is his money.
I wouldn't even want my girl if my girl paid for a prostitute. I wouldn't smash her.
But see, overall though, let's be real here.
Yeah,
threesomes are overrated, bro.
Like,
what?
They're overrated.
I mean,
like a guy that has options, he's not gonna want to do it with his main girl. He's just gonna do it on the side. Now he might tell you, he might not.
But what if his main girl likes girls? It's one thing. It's one thing in trying to like kind of coddle your main girl and trying to groom her into it, opposed to having a girl that already
wants
wanted.
that. Right.
I think that's like the little small part that
I'm just saying
out.
that's just overrated, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of the times the juice isn't worth the squeeze when it comes to threesomes, especially with your main chick. If it's like two randoms, cool. But if it's your main girl, man,
bro,
girls get in their
jealousy,
feelings, bro.
envy, emotions.
Yeah,
But like she said, you can't shit where you eat. Right. So it's like if you're
But
doing
even
it
if it's
out
a
of
random,
town,
it still might make her feel some type of way if you bust a nut different, like, oh, you know, and she's like, yeah, never do that with me. You know what I'm saying, like, you know, like just little shit like that. So it's like,
and if it was fire, that nigga's gonna find her somehow. Trust me.
Yeah.
So
somebody.
So yeah, I just think personally it's not the best, but I respect the lady's opinion as to why they would want to be in control of it. It makes perfect logical sense from their perspective. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hey Myron, what is the coin you recommend for a first-time buyer? Ethereum. Doodle Bob. Ladies choose married and faithful to an attractive middle class man, or chick to a rich or side chick to a rich dude.
Okay, real quick. So ladies, would you be married and faithful to the guy that's middle class but attractive, or
5'9", $50K per year,
a side chick to a rich dude? What would you prefer? Middle class guy,
all to yourself,
could pay some bills but not all, and then a guy that's rich,
but he always smashing hoes.
His side chick. What would you choose?
And remember, you're not the man, you're a side.
He's good looking, middle class.
Side chick to a rich dude.
Okay,
fair enough.
I'm taking the married man. We can get rich together, or I can find a way for him to get rich.
Lovely.
Okay.
Side check me, please.
Yeah, absolutely. With the rent prices, I was thinking about sugar
Well,
daddy.
period. We in Miami.
Okay. Side chick.
We in Miami.
Let me read this again.
Okay.
Married and faithful to an attractive middle class man.
To give you parameters on that, let's say 50K per year, 5'10".
Okay.
Now you have tangible numbers.
Right. Or a side chick with a rich dude. Okay. So it all depends on where you are in life, honestly, because I've been in both predicaments, right? But for me, I value a high value man more than a high earning man, because if you have high values, we can always make the money together.
Oh, you mean high moral value?
Oh, moral value.
Okay,
right.
Not money wise.
Right. And if he knows how to, help take care of home and all this stuff, and he has ambition to grow, then we can grow together. Now, if I'm single and I'm not dating anyone, then damn right, give me the
right.
You
So,
feel me?
question for you. So, let's say when you were in your 20s, who would have you picked when you were at the peak, at your beauty peak? Not trying to say you fell off now, but just keep it 1,000.
I would have picked the 50K.
Really?
My mindset has just shifted because.
Oh, okay. But let's go back to that mindset that you had back then, though. Obviously, it's easy to come back 2020 hindsight. Okay, no, I should have done this.
Right.
But
money was never a thing for me when I was 20, 21, 18, those ages. I've always been a grinder. I've always been a hustler. So it's like if I meet a nice guy and he doesn't really have it, my mindset back then was, well, we could get this together, and you know what I'm saying.
Come on, so you're telling me you never like were a side chick for a rich dude when you were in your 20s? Come on.
Say it again.
So you were never a side chick for a rich dude in your 20s?
I was never. I swear. This didn't start until after I had my daughter, and life really started to be like, wait a minute. Like,
I've seen two schools though. There's some women that just like don't care about like money, cars, just want to have fun and feel in the moment that this guy likes me.
Treat me right.
And it's not too often you find that. And then the other side where like girls like, oh shit, it's this nigga don't got money, I'm not fucking with him. So there's two sides to it.
Because I was making my own money as well. So it's like, as long as you're treating me right, you're giving me time, because that's a big thing for men. It's
Can't
like
pay for that.
time is big deal. So if you're giving me time, you loving on me, and you're trying your best to take care of me, then we gonna work it out.
All right. And
that was
kinda,
my mindset. Right?
Okay, and that kind of ties in with our topic. We can hit some of these questions?
Yeah. Let's just finish these real quick because we're piling up as well.
Okay, because I know some of these are gonna be questions. That's why I'm saying
20 and
that.
up.
This was before, but
okay,
These are from before. Okay, I'll read the ones from before then. It's fine. We got y'all, man. All right, so I'm gonna run through these guys. Even if it's a good question, I'm gonna save it for later then. All right, what up, fellas? I'm feeling kind of hungry. Y'all got snacks? FNF, we lit. That's funny from the girl yesterday.
Yeah.
The Three Kings, have you ever thought about releasing non-podcast videos again with subjects you want to speak on outside of the usual day show hours format? Anyway, congrats to 700K. Road to mill. Nah, man, pre-recorded videos are a pain in the ass to deal with, bro.
Yeah.
I want to be a millionaire when I grow up, wanted to smash all the bad girls when I grow up. All right, you.
Little
Dirk.
Little Dirk once again. $10. Hey, I want to see Cat vs. Megan, the Battle of the Stallion Iron Giant battle. Who do you think y'all would win a fight?
I wonder who win that fight.
That would be a good fight.
Who's Cat?
Yeah, me.
Old. Oh,
Me?
yeah.
I don't think Megan Thee Stallion works out though.
She don't.
She don't, right?
She'd be tired as hell.
No, she doesn't. No, she works out.
She play workout, baby. I work out for real in real life.
Yeah,
She
you
tired.
do.
You have to be fit.
But
Y'all
she be
strong
tired.
as shit.
Okay.
Both y'all and Andrew and Tate have been blown up on social media. Hopefully, men around the world are starting to wake up and swallow the RP. Yeah, bro. I mean,
Yo,
like I said.
When Andrew comes back, it's gonna be a fire show, man.
Yeah. Shoes off for FNF. We here in Vegas. Hey, shout out to
Rollo
Rollo.
Tomasi.
Shout out to our guy Rollo Tomasi, man. Go get the book, The Rational Mail.
Love you, Myron. No homo.
Myron. Okay. Shout out for the 1811 Mahoy Minoy. I don't know who that is, but okay. $5. Oh, you got something? Go ahead, Mo.
Doodle Bob from SpongeBob.
Yeah, my
It's a
home
SpongeBob
What does he have to do with Fed It though?
no, but
He's just that's his profile picture.
yeah, he's just saying it. Like,
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Oh,
shit-
Doodle Bob. All right.
That shit was insane, bro.
Before I fill a hole, I have to fill a hole. Congrats on 700K to 1 mil. All right. I've coined HOI boy to replace the no word that was banned off Twitch. Ho stands for harlot, obsessed, ignoramus.
Ignoramus.
Ignorant. Okay. Mo, the sound guy. You know that it is a fat
Rikishi.
Rikishi. Okay. As a career friend zone ninja, the girls have to ask for a relationship instead of smashing when calling guy friends. A friend zone ninja will never believe that she just want to smash. Keep it up, guys. Y'all are the goats. Okay. Thank you, bro. When is Andrew Tate coming? Ethan is on him too. Don't worry, we're gonna end Ethan.
We're talking to Andrew behind the scenes, but we got an episode tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'll make this announcement right now while y'all are here. So, guys, we're gonna go ahead and address the bullshit allegations that came in. As y'all know, Ethan let a girl call into the show that had been on the podcast before, and she said a whole bunch of fucking lies.
Yeah, I don't know where she got all that stuff from, man.
And
I really don't know.
Her biggest mistake is she doesn't realize that. And I'll tell y'all this. There's a reason she didn't show the text messages. There's a reason why she was very ambiguous in what she did. And there's a reason why she sends screenshots versus the entire conversation. So I got all that stuff because I always keep receipts. And then also, I got
Gotcha, bitch.
11 pages of fucking notes where I got it down to this fucking second, guys. Every single thing she lied about. So I was meticulous about this, man. She's about to take a big fat fucking L because I'll tell y'all this right now. You can't Me Too Myron, baby. You can't. You about to take this L. So what's up?
And then she forgets that like I was there in person, so I actually know what happened versus what you said because obviously you're gonna put it in your like to make yourself look good, but yo, you capping. Come on now.
We got the texts, we got the proof, we got the pictures, all that shit. And, we got witnesses too, by the way. So you're really about to look stupid.
They're coming in tomorrow.
Yep. So when you guys, all I gotta say is this: we learned from Meg, right, the Stallion, and we learned from Amber Turd. You can't believe all fucking women, and H3 is about to take another L because y'all go ahead and bring this clout chaser on your show. Let her say a bunch of fuckery 5 months after the fact, thinking we don't got receipts.
And they're reaching, man.
Oh, Lord. You about to look stupid tomorrow, bro. So, yeah, guys, tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. We're going to make it a call show. We're going to go over all the evidence with y'all. It's going to be hilarious because I actually enjoy this shit.
Shout out to Tim Pool, man.
Yeah, shout out to Tim Pool, man.
He's an awesome guy.
But, yeah, that girl, definitely big L. Okay, so where we at?
I hate liberals.
I want to eat Shay's groceries, and that's from I Hate Liberals. Okay. $5. Jake Stubbs. Ran my personal numbers on a female delusion calculator, scored a 1.6. Did the same for my girl. She's 1 out of 4. Now she's qualifying every day. Bro, there you go. Sometimes you got to remind these girls that they ain't special, my friend. That's actually very hilarious. Yo, Myron, I'm waiting for your breakdown of the Young Thug and Gunna's Rico case. I know you're a fan, so you're already on it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't listen to Young Thug or Gunna. But I
music
will
is fire.
go ahead and check their stuff out, but I don't listen to either of them. Is JFE, when Meg gets exposed for being a liar, the public won't cancel her and her fans just gonna act like it never happened. Live your truth, girl. Exactly.
Yeah, true.
George Orr, Myra, please don't do the YSL yet. We need the one where you were losing hair follicles over and got in an argument with your coworkers. Please, big brother, I've been waiting 3 weeks. Okay, you're talking about a case. Don't worry, bro. That case, I will tell you guys about that case. That case was very complex. It hit the news. But I need to gather some documents for y'all. Okay, Jackie's Plain, $20. Thank you so much. Told you I'm a big fan. I'm look gorgeous with black hair. See, I noticed when she walked in, I was like, "Yo, you listen to the chat, huh?" Because she came in with the black hair. But you, what is it? You said you're going outside today?
Yeah, I'm outside today, so I had to put my outside hair on today.
Yeah, she want to go outside.
Told you I'm a big Phantom look gorgeous with black hair. I have a load going to Miami next week. Phantom dinner date. Don't wear heels. I'm only 6'1". A load? What are you doing? Drugs?
He drives trucks.
Truck driver.
Oh,
and you think you're gonna tell me not to wear heels when you drive trucks? Go to fucking hell.
Oh shit!
What the fuck?
It's already, nigga.
Wait, hold on. What's the? How do you know that?
Because I know.
Oh shit!
Because I know.
Okay. All right. We got some sips in the chat. All right.
Yeah.
You was okay. You was an okay bartender back in the days too. Okay.
Shout out to Prince. Thank you.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Yeah, that's my dog. I know him. Thank you.
King Prince in the building.
Yvette Simonis, make no mistake. This is the official rating for tonight's episode from Yaya. I'm down 357. Nice job, Phantom. You actually figured out a hairstyle that fits you. And then 5'1". These niggas, bro.
Oh my god.
Shout out to you, Yvette Simonis. Snoop Dogg, Phantom, beautiful. Black software programmer, 6'5", that earns 110K per year while growing my social media marketing agency. Interested? Man, these niggas really shooting their shots. Okay.
Just follow me on Instagram _CatsWorld_. Shoot me a DM. Don't say nothing stupid or I will not reply.
Send a dick pic.
Yo, can you imagine hitting on Cat and saying the wrong thing? She's like, X, next.
Literally. That's literally how it goes.
She said the wrong thing. You know what? You look good in that dress, but you look better in this.
Because
nigga, what?
You want to know why? Because the wonderful thing about life is you get one opportunity to make a first impression. So you say some bullshit, your ass is gone.
Yeah.
We got one life to live. We got to max out.
Can you
What we
imagine
doing?
someone offered her the best offer ever, but they said, "Hey, Cat with a K." You said it with a K, nigga.
Yeah, I'm out.
This just goes to show
I have a chain, nigga.
the abundance mindset that women naturally have. It's on steroids, guys.
Yeah,
like
on steroids.
Like we had a last time you were on. You talked about this mechanic that approached you that was very attractive.
Oh my god, they dragged me.
But you rejected him. But no, I'm glad you were honest about it because real talk. A lot of girls feel the same way. That like they're gonna like when Blue Jasmine like came out and said that dumb shit like, oh yeah, I know we broke up, but he should still be paying my bills.
Yeah.
She got a lot of she got dragged for saying that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, a lot of girls think that way. You know what I'm saying? Similar. It's no different than me saying like the things that I say, and a lot of dudes drag me. But I be saying, well, a lot of people be thinking, Blue Jazz, she's like the female equivalent. She said that dumb shit. Everyone was like, oh, what the fuck? But a lot of women really do feel that way. Like, yo, you're not if you're not on my level, like you need to overcompensate to some degree where you're paying my bills, we're not together no more, or you need to make like something like that. So this guy, even though he met how do I say
physical
this? A looks standard
requirements,
he didn't meet a money standard. And me and you have had deep talks about this, Fresh. There's girls that will find you attractive but not fuck with you just because you don't have your finances sorted out.
And it's funny. It's like certain categories. So some girls just like fitness guys that are in shape.
Yeah.
Some girls like guys that are like have money in order.
Yeah.
Some girls like guys that made them feel good. So they could be bums, but they made it feel good, so they like it. So it just depends on what she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that's why I tell y'all, man, every girl has different trigger points.
So cover all of the
And as
trigger
long as you're the
points
full
and you win.
package, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah,
you'll be in
fine.
the game.
Yeah, but that full package hard to come by though.
Yeah,
It is.
It's gonna stay
very
single
slim.
forever.
Yeah.
Yo, Fresh, you're right. We will give Shay the eggplant and then kick her back to the streets. What
This
the
nigga,
fuck?
bro.
Okay. And then we got Blackest Panther, $20. Shay mentioned that her man will come along. Do the ladies actually believe that a man that is just waiting for you and easily obtained worth having? What other things that you have value do the ladies think require no effort?
We'll get there with the video.
Okay. My wife just became a Bank of America call center manager in Phoenix, Arizona. Now she tries to dress different and come home with an attitude and combat boots after work. I cut my losses now before it gets worse.
That's gonna be tough, bro. Because
Wow.
in that environment, bro.
Real talk, I'm gonna give you some good advice right now. Go talk to a family attorney in your area and start like figuring out plans. Like start like coming with a play because you need to plan ahead. I know girls, bro. I've heard stories where there's women that like the day before the wedding, they'll have already had met with a family attorney and they like kind of strategize with how they're gonna move if things don't work
Why
out.
wasn't the answer go to therapy?
Because women are smarter than men when it comes to relationships and leveraging. So you know,
you're right.
like women, like guys really do be like loving chicks for real. Like girls like love you, but like under a condition. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, they call it Briffeld's law. Like as a man has to always continuously provide value. So guys, you got to be intelligent and think with your head. And if you're in a situation like that, bro, where you're like, yo, this girl's starting to piss me off, but y'all are married, you need to get with a family attorney in your area, have a consultation, pay that $500, $600. I don't give a fuck. That 1 to 2 hours might save you tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars if you are a high net worth individual. And you need to figure out, okay, I want to break up with her. Let's strategize how the fuck we can do this where you can mitigate risk. And you gotta do it surreptitiously for a bit. You might have to get a fucking, you know, post-nuptial agreement. Hey baby, you know, I love you and everything, but whatever. I know it sounds awful to say it like that, but you got to strategize and put yourself in a situation where you're going to win. And when you do serve with the divorce fucking paperwork, you can go ahead and walk away with not getting destroyed. Okay. This is how women be destroying y'all in divorce a lot of time. They already had the shit planned. Okay, I'm gonna get 50% or I'm gonna make it work another fucking year or two. Okay, now I'm gonna get 80%.
But I will say this: the fact that you actually understand your situation right now is good because a lot of guys they'll go into it for 10 years, 20 years, and like, damn.
Yeah.
If I just knew the signs earlier, I would have been safer. So, hey man, get out what you can, bro.
I'm not saying break up with her, bro, but you need to come up with a contingency plan, assuming you need to have all your ducks in a row, and then you confront her ass about that dumb shit. And then if she doesn't comply, then it's like, all right, I anticipated for this already. Contingency plan B's coming out. Bam, serve her with that divorce paperwork, and you already have your shit in a way where she's not going to be able to destroy you.
I would say get out, man. If it's under a year, you could use it as what's that term? So it's not like marriage. It's
it depends though. He's in Arizona. We don't know the laws. That's why I'm telling him he needs to go talk to a family attorney. Yeah. He needs to go do that.
But what's that word? You could
non-negotiable.
If you divorce under a year, that's kind of like what I had.
That's Florida though, bro.
You was married?
Yeah.
Damn.
You didn't know?
Stupid. Damn.
You didn't know?
I don't know your business.
Bro,
word though.
Yeah, every state is different.
The chat knows.
Yeah, go talk to a family lawyer, bro.
Not irreconcilable differences. That's not what you're meaning, right?
No, it's
all right. The chat to tell us. Don't worry about it.
Oh, an annulment. Yeah,
an
annulment. So it's like it almost never happened for the most part.
Okay.
If it's under a year.
That's hopefully. Well,
and you basically
they've been married for more than a year.
Oh.
He said she just got the job. Like I guarantee you.
She just got promoted. Now she's feeling herself.
Yeah. They definitely been married for more than a year.
Leave her ass alone. She about to start shitting on you, bro.
Goddamn, bro.
Yeah, you have anything else you want to tell him? Maybe from a girl, he'll fucking be able to see what the fuck's going on here.
No. That's all I got, bro.
Yeah.
When I say she already planning her exit, maybe she planning her exit.
Yeah. So I always like to give analogies for the girls to understand, but let me give you a male equivalent. So like when girls make money and they have their own, especially if they're higher earners, think of that as they don't. That's why girls say, I don't need a man, because that security that you would come in and fill the void of is no longer needed. So she's dealing with you out of choice.
Yep.
That's the equivalent to you. Let's assume you had a chick, a baddie that was always ready and available to fucking suck you whenever you wanted. Think about that. Would you sit there and tolerate disrespect from your wife?
No.
You wouldn't, would you? So I need guys to kind of have that same mindset with women. This, again, I know it's controversial. This is why it's so important to have multiple girls and or keep yourself attractive, because a man that has other women and or at least attractive enough where he can easily replace his girl is equivalent to a career woman that's strong and independent. Yes, you're strong and independent.
I like that. You know, I was about to give it to you, but I like that.
It's the same shit.
I like that.
It's the same shit. You're strong and independent. You don't need no nigga. Cool. I'm strong and independent. I don't need no pussy. I got it right here. God damn it. This girl is ready to go at any time. Obviously, ain't no sex doll to like a chick, but that's what I'm trying to say is that like it's the same equivalent. If you were to have like a model baddie that's always ready to suck and fuck you, like you walk into your house, she's just sitting reading a magazine. All right, dear, I'm kind of horny right now. Okay, what do you want to do today? And then she just like whatever, right? Okay, I got a sandwich for you, by the way. Like, bro, would you sit there and tolerate bullshit from your wife if you had a chick like that?
Nope.
You wouldn't. So that's why girls that have their own money beyond this, I'm strong and independent. Same shit. I can't wait. If I had
we gotta change that narrative,
bro. You know what? Nah, think about it. I need to get like.
You know how we change that narrative? No, listen. No, shut up.
I did. Yeah, I walk
Shut
in.
up.
No. Hear me
Right.
out. I walk in, right? I walk in, and she's just there, bro. Like, you know how much leverage you would have as a nigga. Hey, I know you ain't talking. I got a baddie at home right now, just waiting. Okay, so you better get a fucking line. All right,
model bitches
make
tap
that
in.
sandwich. Yeah,
That's why guys that have girlfriends or have wives are way better at game because to them they don't care if they feel or not because
Right,
got
they
a girl
still
at
got
home.
their wife at home.
Yeah, so they don't care.
Yeah,
so it's way easier for them.
What the guy that has the wife
or girlfriend? Because hey, if I mess up with this girl or like I don't get what I want, I
That's
got
it.
wife at
Yeah.
home. So if you a fuck up, I could just go over here.
Yeah,
but that's assuming his wife wants to fuck him and she's actually attracted to him.
True.
That's the key. So the guy still has to do some kind of work. You know, this is an ideal world. I mean, am I gonna have a model just hanging out at all times ready to smash? No, of course not. That's you ain't gonna be able to maintain that. But it's the equivalent
Sugar
to a
daddies
girl
can.
that has money.
Sugar daddies can. They just pay for it.
Oh yeah. Nah, hell no. yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's one way you could.
That's
probably
one
do
way
it.
you could do it, but we ain't paying for box out here.
Hell no.
Pharaoh. I know any other ladies have some? I know you. Didn't you want to say something, Phantom?
Oh, I forgot. You know.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. If it comes back to
We
you,
were
let me
talking
know.
about changing the narrative.
No, about her saying changing the narrative.
Mhm.
And so I was gonna say that because of course I used to be this I don't need no nigga, type of woman because I got my own.
I
money.
used to be the same way.
Yeah, looking stupid as fuck.
Right.
However, what that was is I wasn't dealing with the right type of men.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so once you deal with the right type of men, you realize you do need a man.
Yeah,
exactly.
You realize you want something different out of a man than what you were looking for before.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
essentially because it's the finances that makes us feel like we don't need a man. It's not because logically we know we need a man because we need a man to reproduce, right?
Mhm.
So it's the finances that make us feel like we don't need a man.
But now it's like, what else do you have to offer me besides the money? Now that I have
but
it?
what that says is if you deal with men that have more than you always gonna feel like you need a man. It's only when you're dealing with men that
don't
has
have-
less
Yeah.
than you have this macho, I don't need no man, I'm da-da-da.
Right.
And that's why I have to grow the fuck up and be like, what the fuck am I
Right.
doing? 'Cause
Right.
I actually do need
You're
men.
fucking with the wrong one.
And men don't come to the aid of strong women. They don't come to the aid of
because I
strong women.
realized something when I first, like I said all the time, when I first went to Miami, these niggas dragged me. I'm from Indiana. When I first moved here, they knew I was so nice and wholesome and country.
Get over here!
Dragged me. However, and it pissed me off. That's why I started dancing because when I had my regular job and I was all like broken up and I had all these like rich ass older guys, they had wives and shit. I'm like, oh, I come from a good background. I don't want that.
Right.
That's it. Well, bitch, you gonna just give it to somebody else. So what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
But I found that unless I was like bawling, crying, like in extreme distress,
They won't fucking help you. They won't.
they didn't want to help.
They don't
But
wanna
the
help.
moment I go crying, got whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
So it's like, why they gotta be like that? But it's just the way.
Damn,
play the game the
son,
way they
where'd
play
you
it.
find
Yeah.
this?
She's spinning right now.
That's
Be accurate.
I've always said it that the reason why so many girls stay perpetually single is that they think that they just want a man, but the reality is you're gonna need to operate as if you need a man if you really want to get a guy.
Yes.
Because a lot of girls look at men as kind of a luxury, like I don't need this. But when you go in with that nonchalant attitude, I don't need this. Well, you're gonna put half-assed effort. That's like me going to the gym saying like, I don't need to work out. I want to work out.
Right.
Well, that's terrible.
different.
Because when that mindset, you're already going in at 50% full on the gas tank. But when you're going in saying, I need this,
Right.
like oxygen,
Yes.
it's amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it. And I think when women aggressively actually look for men, they start to look at it like, okay, since I need a man, I'm going to disqualify a bunch of other guys that don't even fill certain requirements for my need for a man. Because when you say, I need a man, let's look at what goes into your mindset when you say I need a man. Well, now you're going to start to look at what they do for a career. Then you're going to start to look at their ambition level. Then you're going to start to look at other things like what's his ability to provide security? What's his intent in life in general? Where's he at in his lifestyle right now? Is he on the playboy phase? Is he in a ready to settle phase? You're going to start to look at things that you might have not necessarily cared about because you had your own money, right? But now that you're looking at it from a need perspective, you're looking at it from an angle where it's like, I'm looking long term. Because I argue, right, and some people don't like when I say this, I think women need men, and there's a deeply rooted biological urge for that because a woman cannot produce enough resources for herself and her children. It's only in modern day times that women have been able to do this on their own.
Yes.
So even though we have women now, earning money, becoming successful, being able to take care of themselves and a potential child, that's great. these are modern day conveniences, but that doesn't necessarily conflict. That doesn't necessarily correlate with reality. And the reality is women are designed to create the child, nourish that child, have a man that has excess resources come in and provide. Because what I've realized is, and this is why I say biology always wins, even if a woman makes $250,000 per year, let's say fucking $1 million a year, money is no longer an object. Her security is taken care of. She's still gonna want a man that earns at least $1 million to $2 million.
Yes.
So that goes to show how hard the need for security is hardwired into women. Even when it's there, they still need to feel that illusion that a man provides it to them. So this is why I always laugh at feminists, because they'll sit there and say, equal this, equal that.
Oh my God, I hate feminists.
I can't.
Oh my God, I'm so vocal about my disdain for feminists. It's like ridiculous. It's like fucking ridiculous. Y'all trying to create a fucking society of fucking slow ass, retarded ass women that don't think that they need men.
Exactly.
Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like,
and I think the important thing is that, like, even though we say, you know, I always say this quote, you know, reality doesn't necessarily adhere to social constructs. And I think the ideology of feminism where I can be equal to a man, I'm okay with taking a guy that's less than myself, whatever it is, that's something that women are indoctrinated to believe and accept, but they're not biologically programmed to actually accept that shit. That's why every time I've ever asked a girl, have you dated a broke guy? They'll say yes. And I'll say, okay, are y'all still together? Hell fucking no.
No way.
And the guy is never there. So even though girls say they can do it, there's always a shot clock, bro. It's a cap. Just like me saying, like, and just let's spin it back on the guys real quick, right? Like, because guys will sit there and be like, it's okay. I'll accept a girl that's a hoe. I'll accept, you know, regardless of your past. Fucking cap. Look at Lana Rhodes. Look at Mia Khalifa. Look at all these girls that are, you know, have certain questionable pasts or whatever. Like, it's difficult for, like, a guy will say, I'll accept you. But the reality is it always bothers them, bro.
Yeah.
It always bothers me.
Down.
Kat, not to put you on the spot, but like, when you obviously you're a dancer, right? You do well for yourself. Even though you're a higher earner, successful, got your own money, don't date mechanics. Anytime you met a man that had that security that you were looking for, I'd be willing to bet 9 out of 10 times that tough conversation always came down and said, I want you to stop dancing. Am I correct?
Yep.
And that's what I mean. Like, guys will sit there and lie and say, no, I'll accept you no matter what.
When they meet me, it's like, oh, you're a hustler. It's great. I'm so happy you're not a bum. I'm so happy you have this. Nigga, 6 months later. So why are you doing it? Why you ain't gotta do this no more.
There's another. It's amazing to see the differences. Like men will sit there and lie that they'll accept a woman for her past. Same thing, that woman will sit there and I'll accept a man that earns less than me. You'll do it in theory, in practice. You'll do it assuming, you know, like, just like what communism looks good on paper.
Yeah.
You'll do it assuming it's gonna work, but then in practice, it always falls on his face.
I'll say something.
Yeah, please.
Because I'm not a woman that looks for men, particularly with money, but I will accept a man that doesn't have a lot of it. However, are you trying to get money? Are you trying to elevate yourself? I will leave you because you're staying in the same spot. I can't. I can't be going somewhere and you're not. Yeah.
Right.
So I think that's the difference too.
It's funny, right? Because girls will be like, I need a man or I want a man. But it's two different things, because when you need a man, right? You start to think like, okay, cool. If I need a man, how do I get this man? And you change how you look, how you dress, how you appear on social media. You know what? Now I can be wiped up because at this point, I know what I need to get this man. Versus, you know what? I just want a man. So you'll do whatever. But you never think, okay, cool. What does this man actually want for him to need me as well? So
we can use the example of, like, I know I mentioned workout and diet, but I'll take it a step further so that people really understand this. When you want to just work out, you'll go to the gym and do the bare minimum. But when you need to work out, not only will you go to the gym and train hard, now you're going to sleep 8 hours a night. You're going to drink water. You're going to eat correctly. You're going to ensure that you have enough protein, etc. You're going to make sure that you mitigate any type of things that could fuck you up. And with a woman, on a dating perspective, you're going to be able to overlook fuck boys, etc., and everything else like that, because you're marriage minded, because you're coming from a need mindset. And I think the problem with a lot of modern day women is they come from a I want perspective. And when you want, you overlook detrimental red flags.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think that it stems from how you were raised, right? If you were raised in a 2-family household or a one parent, because for me, I'm an only child, and my mom started dating my stepdad when I was from like 10 to 18. And he was a man, not a male. He knew how to provide. He knew how to protect. And I take my hats off to her for allowing me to be in that household and learning that. And even though when I turned 18, he was no longer in my life, that was the time I really wanted to learn more about relationships dynamics. So that way, with that being said, I fell more into, well,
He was your stepdad, you said?
yeah.
Your mom got lucky.
Yeah, yeah.
He
He was
lucky.
amazing to her, and he had 3 other girls of his own. And I fell into the dynamic of just thinking, okay, I just need a someone in my life that's just gonna be there. You know, I don't care about what they earn or whatever to an extent at that young age. So it's all how you're brought up, because if my mom was married to a high earner and I grew up in that household, I would know that I need to make sure that to an extent I have to date a man, not a male, that is a go-getter, a high earner, a provider, a protector. So it all stems from how you were raised and what you were taught. Now I had to unlearn and relearn that, okay, you are woman, you are feminine, you are supposed to be taken care of, you are supposed to be provided for. Your job is to nurture, is to make sure the house is good, to make sure his mental is good, is to do all those things spiritually to keep him cleansed and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I had to unlearn and relearn. A lot of women do not want to do that.
I have a question for the ladies, especially Phantom. I want to get your take on this too. Would you say that mainstream society, college, your peers, maybe even your parents, if you came from a single parent household, did they indoctrinate you to think, hey, men are kind of expendable, you don't fucking need them, you could do it on your own?
Yes. 100%.
I think I think that, and I say this all the time, that is literally the biggest problem in the African American community.
100%.
We raise, not we, I don't have any kids. However,
We
they
were
raised us.
yeah.
I was raised with, you don't need a man.
Yes.
Go to college, go get your own money. da-da-da. However, that's why Black men go, I'm gonna date white women.
Yeah.
Because they quiet and they know how to
submit.
listen and they know how to take care of me.
Right.
But that's because
we're too independent.
they raise us
We're
so
raised
independent.
like that.
However, on the other side of that, white people, they typically, not all of them, typically come from a more traditional background, et cetera, as studies show, so to speak. And so they get that full upbringing of a two-parent, how you supposed to treat, how your dad should treat your mom, how you should treat your husband, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Like for me, for example, I'll never forget, I literally, like, my thing is as masculine or as much as a go-getter, I've always wanted to be a housewife. Always. I was about 8 years old. Mom was in the kitchen cleaning dish. I said, you need to teach me how to cook. So I need to be a wife. At no point was I ever like, oh, let's cook together. Let's do this, like regular shit that white people do.
Yeah.
We didn't do that. It was like, all right, y'all eat this food. Bye. I'm like, no, you need to teach me how to iron. You need to teach me how to cook. I need to be with somebody's wife.
Yes.
But I had to say that, right?
Yes.
And then when I grew up and I traveled all over the world, and I went to colleges around the world, and I did this, and I was like, oh, you great. You don't never need no money. You don't never need to depend on money. And now look at my stupid ass. What the white guy said when I was here? I made myself the man that I wanted to be.
Yeah.
That shit stuck with me. Rolo. Shout out to Rolo.
Yeah.
That shit stuck me. I was like, damn, like he right. Like I'm literally everything that I want out of a man.
And that's
like,
good though, because the nigga that get you, he gonna be
fucking
a beast.
terrible.
Yeah. So he gonna be a beast though. The nigga that get you gotta step up to where you are.
Hell no.
And even for me, real quick, my mom, like I said, I was the only child, and it wasn't until now in my older age where we can have that conversation to say that, yes, you need a man. You need that. She was never able to tell me that when I was younger because she was trying to figure it out her damn self.
Yeah.
And she wasn't able to sit me down and say, this is how it's supposed to go, because she had me at 17. So her whole 20s, she's trying to figure this shit out. Her 30s,
same.
She's trying to figure it out. So I can't blame her for it. But now she can give me the right advice, and I can give my daughter. I could bring that back to my daughter.
So she finally came back to you and told you this is not the.
This is exactly.
On my end of the spectrum,
yeah, please go ahead.
I grew up as a only child as well. Now my mom did a really good job of not bringing any men around me. Probably from my whole childhood, I could probably remember maybe around like 4 people that she's been with.
Same here.
So it's never been like an in and out. So now it kind of left me confused. Like, does she need a damn man? Does she not? Like, what the fuck do I do? Like, do I go find a man? Do I not? You know what I'm saying?
Was there a father figure for you though, ever?
Yeah. My dad was there. They weren't together.
The biological father.
Yes.
Okay.
They weren't together. I would be over his house all the time, but it was still confusing to me. Like I would never see anybody like with her like all the time type shit. So
and not to pry, but like, did she speak disparagingly about your biological father, or did she make a point to not do that?
She did. She didn't mean to, but yeah, she did.
Do you think, and be completely honest, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but do you think that potentially influenced your perception of men in a negative light?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
Niggas ain't shit.
And now that I have a son, I'm gonna do my best to not say shit about his dad around
Right.
him, because
Yep.
I don't want that to influence how he feels about his dad.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? It
100%.
does. It sticks with you.
It does.
It sticks with you.
Mm-hmm.
It fucks up your kids.
Emotional
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, I think. I think
It's a form of trauma.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
for
is.
sure.
And I'm really glad that you guys are opening up and being honest about that. We're having an awesome discussion here because I've spoken about this, about the long lingering effects of not having a strong masculine figure in a woman's life. And I would argue a woman not having a strong masculine figure in her life is more detrimental than not having a nurturing mother in her childhood. Because with women, right, as a guy, right, let's say you hit your teen years and you make mistakes, whatever. You might even get arrested or do some dumb shit, whatever. Men are built through adversity. But what I've come to realize, and I'll open it to y'all if you don't agree, I think adversity destroys women, but it builds men. And because when women deal with adversity a lot of the times, and I'll spin it full circle, having sex and doing other degenerative things are kind of like an intrinsic part of that adversity. A lot of girls that have like a tough bringing up now, are all girls that go through a tough time becoming hoes? No. But it is a very common factor that comes into play when a woman goes through adversity. Let's look at someone that was a former alcoholic or a former drug addict or someone that grew up in a very poor household or whatever. She's in a situation that isn't stable, where promiscuity is rife to expand, versus you had that dad there to tell you, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Because a father is going to protect his daughter for certain things that another man will never do. Because I always say a man's love to his daughter truly is unconditional.
Yes,
like,
that is so true.
It's going to be the closest to unconditional, right? Is it going to be 100% pure unconditional? No,
Maybe
of course not.
Yes.
But it's going to be the closest that you can get to it, because no matter what, right? If your dad loves you, he's going to sit there and support you. He's going to take care of you. Like, I'll never forget this. My dad, right, growing up, he will go broke to give my sister money if she ever asked for. He never told her no. And I wonder what the fuck is whatever, because I never asked him for money. But then it hit me why he did that. Like, he would ambiguously say, no, I'm never going to deny her. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
He would go fucking broke, man. Maxing out credit cards and shit for her. And I always wondered why. And it hit me. He didn't want her to ever do anything that would compromise her value to earn the money.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy is you say that? My mom did that to us though.
Yeah.
My mom literally worked so hard, like being a mom and a dad. So we didn't feel like we need, like my mom literally instilled in us, y'all
need
not
a
need a
man.
man. Like she would go
overcompensated.
broke, taking us shopping, doing crazy stuff. Like knowing the stories, I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck would you do that? Like no cap. I think when we went to Hawaii, my first time on a plane was I went to Hawaii.
Oh.
That's a long trip.
Yeah. That's a good special trip.
How old were you when you went?
It was like my junior year of high school.
Okay.
She took you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Come to find out, she went with $0 fucking.
Shut up. Just for you. For y'all.
Just for us.
Wow.
And I didn't know that until like 2 years ago. So my grandma said it.
Shut the fuck up.
I was like, what? Because we had a job. Like I've worked since I was like 15, 14 type shit. And so I was like, I've always had. So she told us, she's like, I'm gonna pay you. We gonna go. Y'all better go to work so y'all have some spending money.
Wow.
Not knowing my mother went with $0 fucking because she wanted to provide us this life to show us that we didn't need men. I'm like, Mom, you know what?
You
that
did
was
so
fucking
much.
horrible.
Yeah.
Like,
the shit she put herself through just for that.
Yeah,
and
like,
that was
that's
unnecessary.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
that's crazy. And even in her marriages, like her second marriage failed because he used to be Muslim and then he stopped being Muslim or whatever. So, but he still had those thick core Muslim values. And I come from a Christian background. And so she would always put us first, even as adults. And he's like, the fuck, you my fucking wife. Like, I come first. And she's like, no, my kids come first.
Yep.
And that's another thing that Black women have to stop doing. Like, your kids do not become for your husband. They don't. Like, your husband is what matters. Like, you know,
Once
and
you
I know
make
as
that
y'all as
union,
mothers and or single mothers, I know y'all might disagree, but that's just the reality of the situation. The man should come first, period.
I just feel as if when they're 18, then you don't come first anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Like, but when
definitely not.
when we're nurturing you, we're growing you from a young kid, and your brain is like all over the place, and that matters.
But your man still comes first.
Yeah, it's like it's an evil level feel for me.
Tough.
Like,
yeah, it's very tough.
it's like because think about it. If this motherfucking child runs away or does something fucking crazy, I'm going to fucking jail.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the fucking cops coming for me. But if this nigga goes away,
bye,
motherfucker,
bye.
I mean,
So, but when they turn 18,
but ain't that the same problem that we're talking about right now?
I see
No,
what
well,
she's
it's not
coming.
like
It's a
that.
catch-22.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you're damned if you don't, you're damned if you do.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I understand where you're coming from, and it's a very
Exactly.
difficult. And this is
Sick
the issue that comes into it when this is why it's so. And rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, man.
Yeah.
Like he talked about this in detail, the importance of making it work with the biological father. Because the biological dad is going to have a certain now, is this all guys? No, and I think this kind of where it comes into accountability for the women to really make sure you don't pick a piece of shit.
Right.
But if you meet a guy that's decent, let's say he doesn't have all this shit together, but he's a decent man,
Mhm.
he really will go to Land's End to make things work for his daughter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or for the
Yes,
children.
a man, not a fucking male.
Yeah.
It has to be a man because
Yeah.
there's males out here that doesn't understand that dynamic.
Yeah.
But let's be real here. If you're a stepdad, would you ever take him serious? Like, for example, let's say you have your kids, you meet a stepdad that's awesome. Would he ever come first?
Hell no, don't cap.
But here's the thing.
Don't cap.
I'm gonna talk on experiences that I've been through. I've never been through that experience before.
Right.
So I can't say yes or no. And but with my daughter being 5, she comes first regardless. I don't give a motherfucker.
Which is why we say if you're a guy dating single moms, you will never be first, bro.
Yep.
So and you should expect it.
I have a question for the ladies. I kind of want to go around the table real fast.
And a real man is not. I'm sorry, it's not
No,
gonna
go
let
ahead.
me choose. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Like, a
'Cause
real
he
man
should understand.
Real shit. A real man is not gonna give you that ultimatum. Like that's
And or if
fucking
he has
crazy.
his own kids
and
already,
if he has his own
yeah,
kids already,
yeah.
he
You really-
understands
yeah.
how to raise a child and what they need. They need that nourishment, that
Okay.
nurturing, or whatever. He's not gonna let me choose. He's
So-
gonna most likely say, "Well, I need your kids to be good first."
So remember when I said when you want a man, when you need a man, it's two different things?
Mm-hmm.
In that instance there, right, you said a real man should want me to put my kids first. Understandable. But at the same time, what's in it for him?
At what place does he come?
Because guess what, right?
Yeah.
At first, you may not ask him to do stuff for your kids because, you guys are new, you're getting into the groove of things. But over time, you probably be like, you know what? Okay, you can handle bills, you can handle this and that. Then for him, he's like, yo, I'm second, third place in this whole dynamic here. How does it benefit me?
Yeah, but as a grown adult, you have to understand the circumstances. It depends on what the circumstances is, right? So if my child is being rude and is trying him and is doing the most, I'm gonna check my child. You're not gonna disrespect him like that.
Okay.
Now, if he's like that towards my child, I'm gonna check him, and if he doesn't change that, then you gotta go.
Check up, man.
That's another
I'm
problem.
sorry.
Because if
Now you can discipline my child, right? Because you're the male figure in her life,
Mhm.
but it's how you go about it.
Doesn't matter. He's a man.
You're not going to disrespect her because she's not going to grow up thinking that disrespect is okay from men.
See,
Respect is for men.
Uh-huh.
Y'all two are best friends or great friends.
Yeah.
Y'all value respect, right? Out of everything, you guys value respect. So I have to make sure that my daughter respect this man, right? No matter what it is, and he's never going to disrespect her. Yes, you can grow her, you can teach her.
There's only one problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an unfortunate reality about human beings and how we interact. A requirement of respect is fear. Again,
100%.
a requirement of respect is fear.
Yes.
So even though I understand that you want to protect the integrity of the child and not want them to be disrespected by the father, the child does need to feel some kind of fear from that man. Now, here's the problem, which I see the disconnect, because Fresh is trying to give you the male perspective, but you're coming from the female perspective. I understand both. On his end, he has 100% responsibility with very limited authority.
Mm-hmm.
On your end, you don't want your child to be compromised by another man that isn't the biological father.
Right.
And this is why we personally tell guys, and I don't mean to spin you and bring you into a trap here.
Mm-hmm.
We tell guys being a stepfather is not in your best interest because of this exact scenario we're dealing with right now.
Right. And I get that.
Because the guy comes in and he's expected to hold on to certain masculine burden performance, providing, being a leader, etc.
Mhm.
But he can't necessarily how do I say this? Exercise
authority,
but
to a sufficient degree, because to exercise the utmost authority to your child to get that respect, you must instill fear in them.
Exactly, but it goes to what kind of man am I choosing, right? Because, like I said, I've never been in that predicament, right? So I'm just kind of going off of just being a mom.
How you would feel,
right? And my daughter's dad is an amazing father. He's an amazing father, and he's great. You know, he's the oldest of 5, so he knows what it is to bring up, you know, his people, whatever. So I've never been in that predicament, but you have to know who you're choosing to be in your kid's life.
Yeah.
I need a family man. I need to know your upbringing. When we date, I am collecting data before I even introduce you to my child.
And that's not coming for a minute.
And that is right.
That's gonna
Like
be a
I have
minute.
to exactly. It all depends on how
So I
it
have a
goes.
question for you, devil's advocate. So if you vetted him and you put him through the ringer and everything else like that,
He's worth it.
Why not let him exercise 100% authority on your child?
No, I will. I definitely will do that.
But you're more
but
concerned with the tone, though.
No, no.
Facts.
I am concerned with how
he
you.
does it.
Yes,
That's the
men
problem, though.
has came in and have been
That's a problem, though.
delusional
That's a problem, though.
and touch. I have a girl child.
Yeah,
I don't need motherfucker. If I find out you touch my child in a sexual way. Right, because discipline, you gonna have to whoop her ass if she's bad, you know. As long as you're not abusive, right? But yeah, you gonna have to give her a spanking if she's bad or whatever it is. The culture, I'm Jamaican. We grew up different, so we used to get ass whoopings in fucking school from teachers, you know. So discipline is discipline, but I just need to make sure you're not a fucking creep
so
and
like,
shit. And I need to. You're not gonna touch her behind my back and.
See, all these
And the same
concerns
for boys. I get scared from
You know
my
what I'm
son.
saying? Like,
all these
it's
concerns
how.
definitely have 100% points. You're 100% right.
Yeah, you're able to logically back why you have the feelings that you have.
Yeah,
I get it. I'm not faulting you for it, but my argument is, why should a man put up with that? Because basically, what you're asking the man to do, and I'm going to use an analogy on this, is, I want you to rob the bank, get the fucking money, but you can only kill 3 people. And they can only have blonde hair, blue eyes, and be wearing a dress. Do you understand? Like, you're requiring a certain level of precision that might not necessarily be available to you in this situation. Does that make sense of what I'm trying to say here? Because, like, you want him to kind of dance around things.
No, I don't want him to dance around it.
But you want it done in a certain way. And what I'm saying is that having it being done in that certain type of way might not be worth the trouble.
But even with her biological
taking that
dad,
responsibility on. Do you see where I'm coming from?
I get what you're saying, but even
All
with
right.
her biological father, if he was to come and when I had now say he's one way before we had her, and then we had her, and he's this psychopath towards her, he's abusive or he's like just too much. I have to take my daughter out of that toxic situation, even if it's her
That's
biological
an extreme,
father.
though. We're just saying.
I had
when
a
it comes to-
stepdad for 8 years, and I respected this man to the core. He knew how to be a stepdad to me. You know, why him and my mom split? I don't fucking know. My mom even said to me the second year I was dating him, I told her, like, listen, if you move out, I'm staying with him.
Okay. But let me ask you this. then.
That's how crazy it was. Like, I was 14 and like, and I'm just like,
you
oh my
picked the
God,
wrong
this
guy.
amazing
You
man.
picked the wrong guy, but we're assuming, right? Because this is an extreme example. So you're saying like, hey, well, he was abusive as fuck, and this guy came in, he was awesome. What I'm saying is that let's compare apples to apples. Let's assume the biological father is fantastic. The stepfather is also fantastic. Let's keep it all the way 1,000. Me and you both know that biological dad is going to have far more leeway in the, how do I say this, the maneuverability of his authority over the guy that is a stepfather. You're going to you're going to give him way more autonomy with your biological children, especially the daughter, because I see where you're coming from with this. Because stepfathers do some weird shit. So I'm just saying, all things equated for.
Right.
The biological dad is going to have more leverage. And our point of contingency here is that the fact that this even exists, where even if I come in as a stepfather and I will never be able to assume that authority of a biological dad, is why we tell guys inherently it's not in your best interest to deal with single mothers.
But look at this,
Yeah, go
right?
ahead.
My biological father is not the best person. He doesn't even live in this country.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Yeah.
My mother made me respect my stepfather because he knew how to be a father to me. And to this day, if my stepdad calls me over my dad, it might sound fucking crazy, but I'm gonna run to my stepfather's aid first.
Yeah.
Because he knew how to treat me. Now, like I said, I have never been in this situation. with my daughter's dad has always been number one. I never had to be in a situation where we're not together at all and I'm in a serious relationship. I've never been in that. My daughter's only 5. I've never been in that. We are actually working on it. Like you said, me and my daughter's dad is on another level now to where we are trying to have another baby. We're going to get married, like all that other stuff, you know? So I've never been in that predicament. But it'll be hard for me if my daughter's dad is great and my man is great and it's 2 male figures in my daughter's life, I wouldn't fucking know what to do. That would be something I would have to really like.
Right. That's literally his point, and that's why he's telling. Yeah. That's literally his point.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I never been in that predicament, so I get it. I get what he's saying because I never been in it.
The father's gonna have my argument is the biological father is gonna have far more autonomy.
And that probably is a little true. That probably is true.
He's not like the going back to the bank theory that we just gave. The stepdaddy can only shoot blonde hair people that have a certain dress and blue eyes. The biological father can just go in and shoot everybody. No one cares. Just get the money out. You see the difference here? You're requiring one to have a certain level of precision that might not necessarily be easy to do versus the other bank robbers allowed to, just get the fucking money out the bank.
Right. So I guess for me, just seeing not my real dad not being there and my mom never having to go through that process, I just valued my stepdad more. So like I said, I've never been through it, but it'll be something that I really have to like.
Stepdads are playing on hard mode. That's playing easy mode, and they're expendable because
Normal,
like, okay, he's here,
for sure.
Cool.
Good
Do
point.
your task, but you can't really like exercise authority. That's all.
Point is, shout out to the guys dating single mothers.
Don't do it.
So I don't date a man that doesn't have kids. I don't.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
that's
fair.
different.
That's fair.
I do not date men without children.
You're
actually probably
that's rare.
Because that means that like on some level he can understand your scenario and it makes sense. But
because now we're
no kids.
Yoke now.
Yeah, most women don't think that way though.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they know taking a single man with no children is going to be far better.
That's a lot more work.
Yeah.
So I have men trying to date me now.
Emotional damage.
We got Sloan. I will be looking for you guys at the CME conference in Miami next week. Hopefully Shay will be there. I've seen her grow and mature here. She was always eye candy.
I mean, mature? I don't know.
But now she has more to give a man. Thanks to you. You guys are altering the culture. You have many men behind you. Stay strong. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Sloan.
Despite the hate, man, we're here, bro, like I said. So I have a question for ladies real quick. We were talking about indoctrination earlier. So what is the biggest lie that you were led to believe from mainstream society when it comes to intersexual dynamics between men and women? And when did you discover it? We can start here. So it can be, to give an example, I don't need no man. And then when did you figure out that's a fucking lie? I'm just giving an example. It could be something else. But what's the biggest lie you've been told growing up?
Shit.
You're a princess?
If we need a second to think about, all right, how about this? It's a deep question. It's a deep question.
Y'all want to have a therapy session? Like, I want to come turn up. I don't never drink. I'm drinking Hennessy. I'm about to start crying in this bitch.
So just so you guys remember, the question is, what is the biggest lie you were indoctrinated to believe from society, and when did you discover it was a lie? At what age did you discover it was a lie? And then what was the trigger point that made you realize it was a lie? So it's a deep question. Just think it over while I read these.
I already got one.
Okay. That's it. I activate the spell card polymerization by combining Fresh and all these females on a panel. I fusion summon Cardi B, the stuttering moronic bird. This dude.
Pharaoh. Here we go.
Hey, Myron, I was caught messing with a married woman by her husband. Me and her work together. I don't know what to do. I mean, bro, he needs to be the one. He needs to be the one that's saying, "I don't know what to do."
Right.
Like, move on. Yeah.
Go to work, nigga.
Yeah, that's an L for her and him. Fresh BBC. Listen, every man needs a wingman, and what better wingman to have than your own BBC? Fresh does the talking while I handle the rest. That's all there is to it. Fresh, be real, bro. Who's a better wingman, me or Chris/Myron?
Oh my
all right.
God.
I think you are, my friend.
I will say my dick is because once he's finished, we got her.
All right.
Oh my
So you got it, my friend. DL saying, I really want to know. Has it been 2 years yet? I don't think it has. For the 2-year anniversary show, can we do a look back episode from We Lit? Let's go live to 100K subs, losing subs to getting them back to 500K. I'm proud of y'all, fam. Keep leading from the front, gentlemen. Yeah, we might do that. Appreciate that.
Shout out to you.
And then we got Rich, $20. What's the body count round table? Get the caps out. LEIO.
Leio.
Ladies, it's what? Leio?
Yep.
Okay. Ladies, Will Smith confronted Chris Rock with a slap. Jay-Z confronted Offset with words and presence. If you had to pick one way to of being defended, which would you choose? Physical or sheer presence and words to defend you? Okay, we'll address that later. That question. Mr. Onizuka, if we have time. Hey, Myron, I forgot to ask when Mark was on the show, what type of creatine do you want to use daily? Hydrochloric, monohydrate.
Monohydrate.
100% monohydrate. And get the cheap shit. You don't got to get no fancy stuff when it comes to creatine. It works. Widely research supplement. No need to buy the stupid bullshit, the pills, all that stuff. Okay, I want to thank you, Myron, for saving my life. I want your intake on how to start making money in real estate.
Money Mondays.
When we get on Money Mondays, we actually have a thing, how to buy real estate step by step. Check out that episode. It's on the Money Monday episode section. And for anyone here that's brand new from one of our haters, whether it was like H3 brought you here, one of these other guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the show, because we actually do provide a lot of value outside of just womanizing and having these types of discussions. We help you out become better men, making money, getting real estate, getting girls, everything like that, getting in shape. Long live gaming. Just imagine if humans acted like lions. The male would come in and dispose those kids and create his own. I've never heard of a male lion being a stepdad. That's
Very true.
That's true. They come in and kill the cubs. And a lot of animals do that, actually.
Damn.
$20. OG Cosby. I'm looking to start my own restaurant. Free drinks for everybody. Restaurant name, Meals on Wheels.
Oh, you funny, bro.
Oh my God.
Marco Lewis. It's funny how people say Fresh and Fit hate black women, but don't show an episode like this with a predominantly black female panel. Of course not, bro.
That's because this episode's not going to go viral. That's why.
Exactly. Remember, guys, no one cares to tell the truth when the lie is far more entertaining.
Exactly.
Burn that into your brain. That's the truth. DL saying, I really want to know. My guy, Perry Davis Jr. is a lawyer. He told me women plan, men react. Y'all need to start planning and stop reacting, gentlemen. Very true. That's what I'm saying. Go talk to that family lawyer, my friend, that guy in Arizona. 561 Lifestyle. I just died. I'm watching tonight's regularly scheduled program with my girl, and she asked, who is the girl in the middle? A wrestler, son? Tate was right. You guys always in trouble when he's in town. Must be exciting. What?
Next.
He said that his girl was saying that Kat was a wrestler
am I
or something. And then he said that whenever Tate's in town, we get in trouble online.
Oh, okay. All right. You have anything you want to say back to him, Phantom?
No, his girlfriend's probably skinny and white and ugly.
Period. That's a baddie.
Damn.
You're a baddie.
Period.
When the U.S. declared its independence from UK and no longer was eligible for protection and provisioning from UK, when women declare independence, they are no longer eligible for the same for men. Interesting. Yeah, the ladies mentioned that, like, hey, once you show that you're a strong, independent woman, guys don't want to come near aid anymore. I mean, Danielle, light bulb moments from Phantom, that's improvement. Men always, they're waiting for women to catch up to move forward with it. RPKS. All right, ladies, you guys have your thing ready, by the way, for the answer? The question?
I have mine.
All right, awesome. Love her with your mind and never with your heart, guys. Congrats on the 700K. The road to 1 million is on the way. All
Shout
right,
to you, bro.
Lurch 685. Girl next to Fresh need to stop copying his hairstyle.
Oh no, you didn't read the other one under
Which
that.
one?
Oh, Don Porter.
Yeah.
Oh, what's wrong with driving
that.
trucks? I make 350K a year, my own boss, and work when I feel like it.
That's
from
dope, bro.
Don
No,
Porter.
and he was talking to me because the low comment was from a truck driver.
Yeah,
That's why I said I know. Because I deal with truck drivers. However, I said what I said is because he told me not to wear heels, and any man that tells me that I can't be who I am because I'm tall and I'm beautiful, you don't need to fuck with me because I'm not gonna make you who you not. So if you're gonna deal with me, know that I'm tall and I'm beautiful and I'm gonna get a whole lot of attention, or keep it fucking moving, short ass truck driver nigga, and drive your fucking
God
trucks.
damn.
Period.
But wait, because he said he's 6'1", right?
He said he's 6'1", like, oh, don't wear heels. Like,
He's
bro,
supposed to know he's
we're literally gonna
next to
even
his tall enough
like,
to
even if
wear
I put on heels, I'm 6'3" with heels on.
Yeah.
We're literally gonna almost still look the same.
Yeah,
So that
exactly.
means
It's
you
not gonna
have
be
your
short.
own male issues because you don't want your
Yes.
woman to look like this.
Right.
Small dick energy, nigga.
Exactly, little
Right.
small dick energy. Thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Oh man. All right.
Keep driving your big ass truck, bro.
Right.
Other people's jerker.
Girl, no, read that one. I think this panel is broken. They speak in facts. And that's from JC. Okay. Great conversation. Refreshing to hear. I got in a conversation with a black woman who stated black men are raised to devalue black women. I said, how's that possible when 80% of black men are raised by black women? It was crickets after that. Also, yeah, like I think like 85 to 90% of black marriages, black men that are married are actually married to black women. So what women complain about a lot of times is like that top 1 or 2% that's married to white girls and Latinas and Asians and everything else like that, which typically tend to be entertainers and they have the spotlight.
Yeah.
So people see that and be like, that's how all rich black guys are. It's not
And
true.
it's like, no.
Long live gaming, $50. Just imagine if humans acted like lions. Oh no, I read that one before. So thank you. Zentians, $50. A real man, okay. A real woman is compliant, quiet, barefoot, and with children in the kitchen. No? Well, who are you going to tell males who is or isn't a real man if we as males cannot dictate who is or isn't a real female? Check that privilege. I'll go block words.
That's because you're not a real man.
That
A
might
real
have come
man
in.
can tell who a real woman
I think
is.
that might have come in before our conversation, though.
No, that
No,
came in when she was
he's
saying
pointing
she
to
kept saying real men.
what a
If
real
he's a
man
real
is.
man, if he's a real
Yeah, but
man.
she went and said that a woman's role is to be a nurturer and everything. She
Yeah.
combated it with the other side as well. So
I don't
that
know.
might have come in before.
I think the
because she
trigger
gave the
word,
female equivalent.
but just saying a real man is like
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
a lot of women
Yeah.
say real man so
It's
they
a little
could
triggering.
defend
Yeah.
their point of view, but it's like, bro, like men gonna do what they do. A real man isn't what you dictate; it's what that guy decides to do. So
Yeah.
that's all I would say.
All right, Dwight Howard. I mean, Shay is looking sexy and thick. I don't think any man would truly want to spend time, money, and resources on a child only for them to call another man daddy.
What?
Can I say something though?
Dwight
yeah,
Howard
go
has
ahead.
the same
Yeah, go ahead.
hairstyle as her.
Sloan Fidel, I appreciate your comment.
Okay.
I might be there. I don't know. Depends on,
Oh yeah,
Hey,
it's not Miami.
send her a DM, bro.
Yeah, send her a DM,
Yeah.
shoot your shot, bro. Okay.
not in that way.
I don't get. Okay, wait. Oh, Dwight Howard. I mean, okay, let me try to get this. Dwight Howard. I mean, Shay is looking. Oh, he called you Dwight Howard. Okay, is looking sexy and thick. I don't think any man would truly want to spend time, money, and resources on a child. Only for them, and call another
Yeah.
man daddy. Okay.
So he had 2 points: that Shay's
Right.
sexy, and then
Yeah.
about a
Yeah, sorry guys,
Yeah.
because we read these super chats like later on. So
Yeah.
y'all might have left a comment on something prior that might have been answered during the course of the conversation, and we
Yeah.
didn't want to interrupt because this is a very good conversation. Very rarely
Mhm.
we get a higher IQ conversation. A lot of the time we begin
very good.
Yeah, y'all are great.
Yeah.
So a problem I'm having is that I'm pretty average in looks and height, but I work out regularly. How can I build game when I'm not what the average man wants? Do I have to wait for my success before I can learn game? No, learn it now, bro.
Learn now
now.
the struggles, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
guys.
You know what's funny? When you learn on the way up, it actually helps you improve because okay, cool. Now I've mastered this or over a period of time to these L's. Cool. When I become successful, now I know how to maneuver to not take those L's again in the past.
Yeah, and you're gonna hit sticking points that what's gonna happen is you're gonna learn how to overcome them sticking points, and then when they no longer are real sticking points, you're gonna have a certain level of resolve.
Yeah.
Right? So okay. So going back to what it is. So ladies.
Last one, sorry.
Oh. AL, $20. I'm 5'6" and I wear that 5'11" coochie out. Don't sleep on short kings.
God damn.
Period.
All right.
I'm sure you will.
So going back, the question here is, what is the biggest lie you were indoctrinated to believe, and when did you discover it was a lie? What age? So we can start right here.
That college is essential.
Okay. And when did you discover this and how?
I discovered it probably in high school when I realized how expensive college was, number one, because I wasn't doing that. I was smart because I knew I can get a scholarship, but at the same time, I just thought it was a waste of money because I see people at the time before social media and all that stuff really blew up. I graduated in 2011, so all that stuff was just starting
What's
to
your
become.
bachelor's degree?
Oh no,
Or high school.
High school.
Okay.
A little bit of college, but not much. I saw people becoming successful and doing things that I was about to go to school for. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not about to pay 20, 30 grand for this shit. And I see people literally doing this shit online.
here.
Yeah.
Yes. And if I just learn how to do it, I could do it too. So
Yes.
Social media opened up a lot of people's
Yep.
eyes. Okay.
Yes, it did.
So that college is a scam and you figured it out
Yep.
once you graduated from high school.
Mhm.
Okay. What about you?
For me, I would have to say that being a good woman gets you wiped, or something along the lines of that.
Okay. Can you explain and what made you come to that? When you found that out, and then what made you come to that conclusion?
I found that out. I know people gonna clown me for this, but I found it out pretty early in my time. So like around 18, 17, I found that out.
Uh-huh.
I know that's way too young to even think about anything like that.
Yeah.
But we're about to get engaged 3 years later from us initially dating. So that's what like I thought I was doing the right things by
Who
being.
broke it off?
It was mutual because I don't really like to talk about this.
Stop
but
the cap.
I was
Yeah,
in the Navy, so that played a huge fat part as to like why we departed.
He was Navy too?
No, that's
Oh,
the
it was
thing.
just
Like,
you.
yeah, he was my high school boyfriend,
Okay.
but I went out to the Navy
Uh-huh.
like during our relationship.
Okay. This
So
is actually very common with military people.
Mhm.
Normally it's the other way around. The guy throws a shotgun
Yeah.
wedding.
Mhm.
It was
So-
mutual, but it was mutual
Oh.
because of the distance, like family and all that stuff. Like that played a very huge part, and plus
Uh-huh.
the things that I would have to deal with
Okay.
on deployments and stuff. But yeah, I don't really like to talk about it.
Well, here's the question though, because I mean, you're saying being a good woman doesn't get you wiped. What were you doing as a good woman that you felt that you were deserved to get wiped?
That's a good question. I mean, I thought I was doing everything right by like, okay, so I was working 2 jobs. when I
Okay.
was
You had a
younger.
career. You were in the fucking Navy. The fuck?
Yeah.
No, before the Navy
Oh.
though, I was working 2 jobs. Like
Yeah.
he was working his job, like You know, sometimes he needed some money, stuff like that.
He was hustling harder.
And I was just helping him out and stuff, you know. And on top of that, I was already cooking, stuff like that.
Yo, someone said you were getting packed down in the Navy.
Yeah, you are.
Not really.
Were y'all like?
Stop the cap.
Were
Wait,
you
not really.
like active duty? Like, were you like
Yeah, I was
on base
active.
and stuff?
Oh, she was active,
Shout out
all
to
right.
my ABEs.
So you didn't. So you are you still in right now?
No, I'm veteran.
Okay, so you got
Hey,
you
shout
got
out to
your
the
DD
veterans.
two.
Yeah, my DD 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got out. You did your 4 years. So and you were active. So y'all didn't see each other like that, did you?
I flew him out to Cali to see me once, but like that was like that followed the breakup, like probably like a couple months after that when I was like in Hawaii.
So when it, and I'm just playing devil's advocate
Yeah.
here. You're saying you were a good woman and all this other stuff,
I
but
thought I was.
Yeah.
okay.
You're
But
not.
like from a
Yeah, I
male
was young.
perspective, you know, not being available to your man, being on the other side of the country, you know, not necessarily being there to fulfill. You fulfilled kind of a masculine role, not necessarily a feminine role, because you were supporting him, you
Right.
were making money, and that all sounds great in theory, but like I said, we discussed before, like guys aren't really programmed to be like attracted and aroused by that. Like it's cool,
Yeah.
It's nice.
I'm
it's
learning that
nice,
now.
but
I have a question. So
Yeah.
I have a theory. So guys really like bum ass girls.
It's not
that.
bum ass girls.
They want to feel needed.
Or just a
They
pretty
want to
face
feel
that could-
like they can do something
Yeah.
for us.
it's not
No.
that. It's just that your money's irrelevant, and the more money
No, I'm
the
not
guy
talking about money.
makes.
I'm not talking about money. I'm just
Yeah.
saying because so with that theory in mind, because she was a
You mean a bum mindset?
no, I'm just a bitch that don't got shit. Like you just said, she had the career. She went to the Navy. She
Yeah.
was helping him out. She literally said she flew him out,
Yeah,
and so she was operating in a more masculine role.
yeah.
So again, that I feel like that fuels my theory that men like bum ass girls. They feel like they can build up, opposed to one that looks a little
That
bit
already has
polished
their
over
shit
here.
together. Yeah.
Well, that nigga was probably like,
That's why I don't like to talk about it.
I'm just saying like, in general.
'Cause it
I'm just
paints
saying
a
in general though.
different
Not
narrative.
her
Hold on,
situation,
hold on.
but just generally
Let's-
speaking.
Let's peel the layer back. There's a reason why you don't like talking about it,
Yeah.
because guys, I hate
It puts
to say.
me under the radar when it comes to
No,
dudes and
it's not
stuff
that.
sometimes.
There's a way bigger learning point here
Yeah.
than what you're not. It's for the audience to learn.
Okay.
When a woman is put in a breadwinner position, 9 out of 10 times they're going to be ashamed of that shit. I've come to realize this from interviewing a lot of girls, is that when they're in a breadwinner position with a man, they don't want to talk about it.
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? It's something that I'm starting to realize now. And I'm not knocking you for it, but this goes back to what I said before. It's not a natural role. It's like the equivalent to like me saying, yo, I'm with this chick, but she got 100 bodies. I wouldn't want to admit that shit to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So like a woman's ability to provision, I've always said it, it's always like on a shot clock, just like a man's ability to accept a girl that has a promiscuous past is on a fucking time clock. So my thing is, I look at it like, even though you were able to, you know, fly him out and everything else like that and hang out with him, whatever, that's not necessarily, that's like what I call auxiliary benefits. It's not a primary benefit. A primary benefit is like a girl that's by your side, she complements your life, she assists you, she makes your life easier. A girl that has all money and is successful, that's great, but that's kind of like an auxiliary benefit. That's like the equivalent, and just to give you guys a female equivalent, that's like, let's say I'm a really well-dressed guy and I take care of myself, but I'm kind of metro. Like at first, you're like, okay, he's cute, he has good image, he cares about himself. But then if I start taking longer to get ready than you, after a week, it's annoying. After a month, it's downright fucking deplorable. And then after a year, you want to break up with me. Same thing with girls that earn their own money. In the beginning, it's fantastic. Yo, she gave me money, all this other shit. But then it's like, well, you know what? You know what? I'm just going to chill, whatever. You know, it's like, it's great, but it doesn't necessarily make the guy's dick hard that you're giving him money.
I think the main thing is that like in that scenario right there where you're taking that role, the respect isn't there. Because that guy he was probably like not doing well for himself. He's probably like a bum for the most part. Maybe not like bad
He
down.
wasn't a full-on bum. He did have a job. It just wasn't meeting
Where
a certain
you were.
standard.
Exactly.
You know,
So on that level, him saying, you know what, damn, she's gonna take care of me. Bet I'm gonna take full advantage. I'm gonna get the money, get what I need, and still fuck with the bitches. Because there's no like reason for him to even want to show effort because you're doing all the effort.
You're doing it.
Who
And
let
she
me
could
tell you
know
something,
that
because that definitely happened to me.
Been there,
Not
done
my
that.
most current ex, but the one before him. Who I was livid when I found out that food was on Instagram, motherfucking talking to hoes and planning to go on a fucking cruise and shit. I'm like,
And it's funny, those same guys right will borrow that girl's car, pick up other girls.
Yeah.
will smash.
Oh, I've had it
You're
happen.
giving them a break from their current role.
Yeah.
So now they're just gonna have fun with your
Yeah,
shit.
you're basically fulfilling. It's like, let's say you play a video game, right? And you do the side quests. Well, guess what? You did the side quests. You got these cool little fucking nuggets. but you didn't beat the game.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would argue that women that like make money, become successful, they fulfill these auxiliary requirements. I take care of my man. I bought him a Rolex, whatever it may be. You're not fulfilling your predominant role. You're not coming in as an aid to that man. So he's looking at it like, okay, you're giving me these perks, side quests. Cool. Let me play my real game now. I'm going to focus on the mission, which is getting what I want, which is bitches. Meanwhile, you can go ahead and play this other stuff. So you kind of see what I'm saying? Like you're spinning your wheels when you're a successful woman providing for a guy.
Yeah.
And that's why I think women subconsciously know this, right? That's why they're ashamed to admit it.
Yeah.
But, but there's also a side of them that's like, well, you know what? I get it on my own. I can do this. So it's a catch-22. But I think to answer your question, because you had mentioned like, yo, do men like bum guys?
And when I say bum,
yeah, can you explain it?
I want to say that. Yeah, let me go further. What I mean by a bum bitch is my verbiage. However, but what I meant by that is a woman who doesn't have any money really.
Okay.
A woman who typically works like a regular job, meaning a regular 9 to 5, not a career job. Like let's keep it simple. Not a career job, but just a regular. Not a career, just a regular job.
She's working at a fucking call center making $12 an hour.
Call center.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So just so we can put it
exactly, so we can put some parameters on it. Exactly. So that woman, quiet, pretty, and she's kind of just there for him.
She gonna get shitted on.
They prefer that.
No, that's what they prefer.
Yeah,
that's the one that they don't take to the top, baby.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. That's the one they take.
They want the ones that need
and I'm
them.
saying why? Why is that?
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Now that you outline it like that,
right?
Is because guys that make money, right, typically don't have the most time. So it's like when they do have the time, you need to be available. And the problem is that when women are out there, building their career, making their money, well, guess what? They can't give you time.
Right.
You cannot be the utmost successful with the utmost free time. You don't have it.
Yeah.
So when a woman, and this is why I always say one person's got to concede. So if you're with a guy, you have to concede. But a lot of career women are like, no, I busted my ass to get here. What the fuck? I beat the odds. I'm a woman. I make a lot of money. I'm a PhD now. But what they don't realize is that, you just made yourself, just like Rolo told you before, you made yourself the guy that you want to fuck or be with. And the guy doesn't necessarily care about that. Men are more concerned with her past and are you available to be by my side? And if a girl isn't, it's fine. It's just that you're going to ostracize yourself from certain types of guys. Availability is important. And I think career women aren't able to give that.
I agree because my whole 20s, I kid you not, anybody I dated in my 20s, they'll all tell you, I didn't make them feel like I needed a man. Yeah. That is literally the blanket statement about me. You didn't make me feel like you needed a man. I'm like,
and still,
because I fucking no, still not me today. I absolutely do. I understand my position. I understand the way I'm supposed to move and navigate. And thankfully, I say it all the time. Thankfully, I am in the position that I am in because now it allows me to focus on self, to focus on being a better woman, to focus on being a better partner, opposed to going, oh my God, I can't pay my bills. Let me go to work. Let me do this. Let me do that. So that's the other side of that coin.
Let me give you a scenario then so that you can kind of feel where I'm coming from here, right? So let's go on a dream scenario, right? Right. It's a new one here based on the conversation we're having. Let's say like me and your relationship, hypothetically speaking, right? And I never fuck you. I hire a maid. She comes in, she takes care of all the house stuff. I have an au pair. Essentially, all your duties are kind of taken care of. And you just kind of hang out. Like you can just chill and do whatever. How'd that make you feel? And I'm not having sex with you. But I'm potentially like hooking up with other girls. You don't notice, but like you have an inkling because I'm never making moves on you to have sex. How'd that make you feel?
Terrible.
Like a wallflower. Like I'm just there.
Like what the fuck I'm here for?
Yeah, the fuck.
So that's kind of, when a girl has her own money or whatever, it's like, oh, okay, cool. She has her own shit. I'm going to go entertain other chicks now.
You want to know what I learned?
I would say that's a
no, I agree. No, I completely agree. You know what I learned? I said this summer, y'all know what I'm doing this summer?
Hot girl summer.
Listen, for my hot girl summer, let me tell y'all what I'm doing. I tell everybody, I'm going to where y'all be shopping at, Fashion Nova and all that shit. I'm buying $20 to $30 clothes and I'm going outside. No cap. I say even my friends, even my stripper friends, my real friends, whatever. Like they tell me like I am intimidated because I look rich. I'm like,
you're flashy.
And even my boo, my ex-boo, obviously, because I got dumped. But even my ex-boo told me,
I mean,
men don't like women that look rich.
Your booty though, like can't set up an endo twirl.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So that's like kind of. I mean, goddamn, girl, like, goddamn. All right. So yeah, I seen that shit in the mall. I'm like, damn.
But no cap. All seriousness, no.
They want you to look
like
regular.
my ex boo that broke up with me. He told me that men don't like women that look rich. I said, you know what? Watch. I'm about to go. I'm about to give me a hold because that's something I pride myself on. I'm like, oh no, I don't look like other people. I don't do other people things. But I was like, that's actually working against me.
Can I
it's
add some
completely
context?
working against me,
Can
and
add
I
some
understand
context
it.
to that?
Yeah,
because you use the term rich. I would say not rich, high maintenance.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Not
better
rich,
word.
exactly, but high
Better word.
maintenance.
And the reason why I want to say that like a lot of guys are put off by high maintenance women is that men inadvertently know in the back of their mind that
They're
yo,
gonna have to contribute.
this is
they can't afford me. They look at me. They literally look at me and go, "Oh, I can't afford her, so I'm not going to talk to her."
It's that is a component of the spoke wheel, but the other component is entitlement, a lot of bratty attitude, a lot of girls that look a certain way, and it's terrible. I know that's horrible for me to say it. Like, if you're pretty and you're done up and you look like you're high maintenance, you should be getting all types of offers, which you will, right? But I'd be lying to you if I told you guys in the back of their mind weren't like, okay, this chick's probably gonna be an entitled, annoying bitch, whatever. I'm just trying to fuck.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of upon you to prove him wrong.
Right.
I always like to spin it back. That's like me coming up to you in the club wearing jean shorts, a fucking big ass white tee like it's 2004, and going, "Am I white tee?" Like you look at me like, "What the fuck? Are you serious?" Like you wouldn't give me the time of day because I'm putting out a certain image that you're not necessarily attracted to. So with a high maintenance girl, she's attractive from a sexual standpoint, but from a relationship standpoint, the guy knows I'm gonna have to put in quite a bit of work to deal with this type of chick. And on top of that, not only is she gonna be high maintenance and it's gonna cost me money, I'm gonna have the issues of, fucking other guys hitting on her all the time, her having an ego, her being a pain in the ass, whatever. I'm just trying. That's why people always say, man, like girls that are very attractive, like dimes, they say that for the streets because the maintenance a lot of times isn't worth it. It's like paying full price for a Lambo, but you still got to pay like $10K a month in maintenance fees. And a lot of guys don't want that. So they'll drive the car, but they'll rather rent it than buy.
But that's why I'm about to start tricking these fools.
Period.
I'm about to just put on $20 clothes like everybody else.
But do remember though, like a lot of these guys are not gonna measure up to what you have accomplished.
And
so they feel like, okay, cool. This girl, I forgot put in maybe buy her AP or maybe take her on a trip. I can't do it. So for me to hit her up, even to like go on a date, isn't even worth it. So.
Right. So with that being said, to combat that, I'm gonna just talk a little bit less. I'm gonna wear cheaper
Don't
clothes.
dumb yourself down.
No,
Don't dumb
I never
yourself
said that.
down.
I said I'm gonna dumb my looks down
water.
because it's the looks. Because you gotta realize before
your
people always
image.
go, "Oh my god, you're so smart and I like you, bitch." No, you like me because you've seen me.
Right.
The initial connection
know
was an
me.
attraction.
Yep.
Exactly. So as long as I can sit here and finesse it well enough to where they look at me like, well, damn, she probably like everybody else. Okay, cool. And then I roll your dumb ass in, and then you realize what's actually happening. Then it's gonna be a good situation.
But you know what's funny?
The old bait switch tactic.
Yeah,
exactly.
But hold on though, the element of surprise is good because if you think you're a regular bitch, and you actually wow me as oh shit, she's different. Versus oh she's different.
Exactly, because the moment I started talking like, yeah, I went to school in Africa and I went to school in Europe and I did this and I did that.
They're gonna be like,
bitch, nobody cares about that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went over the one. Okay, so that
mine was stupid because they kind of covered like the serious ones.
Yeah.
So what I was about, I got caught smoking weed when I was like 14 or 15 by my auntie, and she was like, she told me pretty girls don't pay for weed. So I literally grew up. I swear to God, I literally grew up. She told me, like, you better not ever pay for weed. And I swear to God, I grew up thinking that I should not pay for weed. Wow. I kid y'all not. I just started paying for weed about 2 months ago.
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
Yeah, well, she's getting older, so.
I would prefer not to. I would prefer not to. But if my dealer is somebody that I ain't, or if it's whatever.
My auntie told me pretty girls don't pay for weed, baby. I just started paying for weed 2 months ago.
I would argue that's true though. Pretty girls don't pay for weed.
They don't.
That's not a lie.
Yo, funny story. So
pretty girls also don't pay for drinks.
So, yo, you know what's funny?
That is true.
I was in Fort Lauderdale, right, with this chick, and she was like bad as hell, right? This is like back in Las Olas, and she was like, "Hey, do you want to smoke?" I'm like, "I don't smoke like that, but fuck it. Like, I'm just bored right now. We're at a club. It's kind of dead.
Yeah.
Fuck it. What you gonna do?" She's like, "Hold on a sec." She leaves, goes up to random guys. hey babe, you got
Get some
weed?
free weed.
Yo, she came back with like at least almost close to like a quarter pound, bro.
Wait.
And I'm like, what the? Mind you, what? Literally, bro. One of the guys was next to me, right? And I heard the conversation. She was like, hey babe, do you have weed? He was like, nah, but let me get your number. And then she's like, oh, well, you know, I want to smoke. Like, hold on a sec. Leaves where she's at, gets his homeboy. You'll give her like a dime piece or whatever.
Gotcha, bitch.
Give her some weed, bro. She gave him a fake number. Text me, babe. And then just dipped. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Period.
Yeah, he paid for it, man.
Pretty girls don't pay for weed.
I swear, and I really don't even still have to pay for weed. I just don't want to deal with the person that I used to get my free weed from. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll pay for it.
Because
That was my problem. I didn't want to deal with the
guys
bullshit.
will tell them on the chance that, you know what? She might come out to
So
smash.
give it on a consignment
Yeah.
of sex. It's
Exactly.
like you know, I used to investigate drug trafficking. Like you would a lot of times, right? These dealers, right? They'll be like, hey, listen, bro, I need a consignment. They'll get the drugs on consignment, sell it, pay back the debt, take the profit, right? But these motherfuckers are out here giving fucking drugs out on sex consignment.
Literally,
real talk.
Quarter pound, bro, crazy.
Yeah, like, and here's the thing, Fresh, me and you have described this before. For the guys out there in our earlier episodes, we went into detail about like there's motherfuckers out here that literally run drug game.
Yeah,
like drug game is a real thing, guys.
Coke, 2C, weed, and they'll take
I just learned what Tootsie was like 2 weeks ago.
What is that?
What is that?
So it's kind of like a powder as well.
Yeah,
but
but that
I'll say this.
Miami shit.
So in the environment of the club, right?
Yeah.
The guys are walking with like bags of Coke or whatever, 2C, whatever, and they'll be like, yo, you party?
Yeah.
Girls will be like, yeah, I do. Come to the crib. I got you. And they'll literally leave their boyfriend, niggas that they're with, promoters, just to go do a line. Or they go in the bathroom and do it. And, yo, you want some more of this?
Yeah.
Come back to girl after.
Yeah.
And just funny story. They'll be broke, right? But they still want to do it. And they'll be like, yo, suck my dick. Let's fuck. And I got you. It happens all the time.
What?
Wow.
All the time.
Yeah, I mean, we've honestly, one of our things that we warn guys about is never deal with a girl that was ever had a past as an addict or like it's a wife. You know,
because you never know.
Girls
what
that
she will
like,
do to get that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because
if a chick is broke, how's she getting the drugs?
Right.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Right. Right. She doing something.
Yeah.
I suck your
and
dick, man.
You can only finesse it for so long. Like I've always said it. Like when he gives you those drugs on consignment, he's expecting sex at some point.
Yep.
So one of two things is gonna happen. He's either gonna stop giving you the drugs, right, or you're gonna have to suck some dick. And I think with you came at that crossroads. He's probably trying to fuck, and you're like, nah, I'd rather just pay for it.
Yep.
No, it wasn't that. I could call him right now and get some weed if I wanted to, but I just don't want to.
Yeah. But it's because he probably wants to smash.
I've been there before. Yeah, I mean,
He wants something.
He wants something.
Bro, you want to give it up.
You know deep down that he wants some box, and you're like,
no, he definitely want to fuck, and I'm like, nah,
there you go. Thank you.
We've all been there with the club.
I do not miss, goddammit. So,
Not the cheeseburger.
okay, so can you give us something that was a lie though? Because that's actually true. I've always said it.
Well,
like,
no, she broke it down.
That was it. Yeah.
That was it. That was my thing.
But that's true though. She said that a pretty girl shouldn't pay for weed. That's true.
But that was the belief
she thought that
she
they had to. So that she learned.
That was a lie.
Because girls pay for weed. Like I be confused. Like y'all really be spending this much money on weed?
But here's my question though: how long were you paying for weed for before you realized that it was a lie?
No,
She
that's
started
just
paying for it.
I just started paying
2
for
months
weed
ago.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm 32 years old. Like,
Okay.
Don't pay for
I understand now. It's
Wait,
in the
32?
it's in the reverse. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
see
gotta
it.
pay
It's-
for
the
weed,
reason why it's
like-
confusing to me is in the reverse. All right. I get what you're saying. Okay. What about you?
So when I had first started dating my ex, he had begun cheating on me, and my mom was like, people can change. And he ended up trying to marry someone else before we divorced. Like it was
Wow.
so I think that people really can't change.
Okay.
It doesn't matter like, oh, they got older, oh, they matured, whatever. I think it's BS.
It's
And the
nothing.
thing is, I told him before we got married, if there was ever anything happening, you just got to communicate. Because even then I was like, well, I kind of know what he was about when he was younger.
Mhm.
And in the end, he just couldn't communicate, him being the same piece of shit.
I really like that you brought up that topic because it kind of, and I don't say this to like cherry pick and be like, look, you guys are proving my points even more. But guys, obviously this is a live show. I don't, none of this is rehearsed. But I've always said that I think a necessary requirement for modern day women today when they make their own money and they, become more and more successful and they're dating successful guys that might be on their level or dating men in fucking general in 2022 is I think women need to accept the fact that men are as only faithful as their options. Understand it, accept it, be prepared for it, and pick a guy that you're willing to be prepared for it for. Mm-hmm. See how I had like a multiple level thing here? Because I think a lot of girls get into the relationship and hey, I'm special. You shouldn't cheat on me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Some girls take it as a personal attack when a guy like goes and has sex with another girl. But in reality, if you had just understood that you're really not that special with the confinements of mating. See, look at y'all looking at me crazy.
No,
when
I get
it comes
what you're
to
saying.
mating,
I know what you're saying.
right?
I know exactly
The entire mating situation, you're not that special. You accept that, understand what men are, and then find a guy that's worth accepting it from. I think it'll bring a lot more women to peace.
Yes.
Knowing this, because I think we live in a world now, especially like in the United States and the Western general, where we prop women up and pedestalize them and tell them you're a princess, you're sugar and spice, everything nice, you deserve the world. And you deserve a man that's going to be faithful to you, that's also successful and has options. And I'm here to tell you guys that's a fucking lie, man.
Yeah.
And I think
my experience is completely different. I had never dated anyone. We started getting together when we were 18 and I had extremely low confidence. And the chick he ran away with was someone that he also had a brain injury. It was really weird, but he, at one point, a few years before everything went really whack, he started saying that, oh, she was his soulmate. And it got to me, and it's like, well, what am I? And so it's a really weird situation. I swear I was living a telenovela, but I was someone that had never been with anyone else. He was the only person I've ever been with.
Let me ask you this. Going back, right? Let's say you had accepted the fact that he's going to want to have sex with other girls, and you actually were involved in this situation to a degree, or you at least were privy to it. Do you think it would have changed things up significantly where you were able to kind of mitigate the emotional damage that you suffered?
Well, at the very end, actually, I was the one, we worked together for so long. It's like, well, if we're going to settle down, we're going to have kids. I had never been with anyone else. I actually proposed opening up our relationship for the opportunity for me to be with other people and for him. And we had a whole agreement, but we would still remain primaries. We weren't really going to talk about what was going on, but it was a chance for me to actually have.
So you went
experience.
in with it like, hey, I'm willing to do this.
Yeah, I was the one that brought it up, but it turned out that he was a one-woman person and he really needed someone who would I don't know, just feed his ego or whatever.
Okay. So it wasn't the sex that fucked you up. It was the fact that he wanted the other girl as his main.
No, he just got really.
Well, he engaged.
Weird.
Didn't he propose to her? You said or something like that.
Yeah, it was behind.
Okay.
The back. They were working with immigration attorneys. It was really weird.
Damn, he really Then that right there
changes everything. That changes the whole perspective.
I know immigration law. It ain't easy. Okay, she was the main one.
Emotional damage
for him to fucking.
And I was supporting him. He was out of
emotional damage.
After his accident, he couldn't really hold things up, and he was probably, I think, playing with their money in stocks. Like he just
was this the trust fund baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was supporting him, and his family never offered us anything while I took that out with a nonprofit budget. Like it was shit.
How was he a trust fund baby? Oh, he spent all his money.
He just
his parents cut him off.
He wasn't able to make as much money after his accident, and I took on being the caregiver for him, and. It was just.
But where'd the money go?
So it's probably
right. Where
money,
was it?
But
he didn't have a shit ton of money with him. He just comes from a very wealthy family.
Yeah, so his family had money,
and
but
she's even wealthier. Like if that bitch never had to work a day in her life, she wouldn't have to.
Yeah. So his family had. Then it's not liquid. It's probably like assets and shit like that. That his family
he can't access
shit that you could turn into.
Or
he went to UM and his family paid for his $200,000 education.
God damn.
Right. So his family had the money. He didn't.
Right.
He had a trust fund, but he probably exhausted.
Well, it sounded like he was a bad bitch because he had her taking care of him. No, dead ass. Let's run through this.
Yeah.
He had her taking care of him.
Yeah.
He said, "Man, I ain't really feeling this no more." He ended up getting into a car accident. She's still taking care of him. Then he got an even better bitch to even replace you to take care of him. He was a bad bitch.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
He finessed.
Yeah.
He finessed.
Yeah. Very
the difference between a man and a male.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the importance of being with a guy that has his shit together.
Yeah.
always been a bad bitch.
But the lesson is like, I don't think people can change. If they're demonstrating
Okay.
something to you early on,
That's kind of true. Yeah.
run away.
Okay.
I feel like by 25, our pineal gland is like developed, so we know what the fuck we're doing. So like by 25, if people are repeating the same patterns,
Well, I will say you have changed. You didn't cry today.
No.
Oh, you cried before.
Yeah. That's also because
It's
I have a
growth.
lawyer going after him for the money he stole. from
Period.
the IRS.
Period. Oh,
Okay.
she's
Now she
chilling
about to
now.
be crying laughter.
Yeah.
I got you, bitch.
All right.
What about you? What'd you learn?
I recently learned the importance of operating in your feminine energy all the time, even when men aren't around. Because women, I'm not gonna say women, but we will think that we only have to operate that way when the men are around. But once we become, then we attract what we want. And understanding that your significant other that's why I keep using the male and men terminology, because a real man is going to operate in his masculine energy, and he needs a feminine to balance him off. So he knows that he's going to be a go-getter, he's going to be a provider, he's going to be etc. And he just needs that feminine to fill those voids. You know, I don't know if y'all know April Mason. No? Okay, so April Mason is she calls herself the feminine CEO. She also did a whole thing with
I'm about to have a good time with this.
She's actually my client. I've done her hair twice. And I've learned so much with her because I felt as if her and what's his name? Oh my God, the one that passed away.
Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels were in the same. I felt like they were on the same, level.
No.
But when I spoke with her personally, she's my client. Hold on.
So-
She's my personal client. I've done her hair twice this year.
That's twice.
So I've learned that they did not have the same perspective, but Kevin Samuels does have the perspective of having a feminine woman by his side. Like, he doesn't want a masculine woman. She's the same way about being in your feminine to attract the right masculine man. So I never understood that. You shouldn't have to work your ass off, because if I'm working all day, I gotta come home and cook and clean and do all this stuff. I'm gonna be so fucking tired. I don't want to put on lingerie for you. I'm gonna starfish your ass when you come home.
Lay the fuck down.
You know what I'm saying? And I realized that I had my person has to go harder than me, but I have to know how to feel him so that he doesn't feel as if he's being drained as well. Right? So I never understood that dynamic growing up until after 25. And I realized the importance. And when I even dated high earning men and dated high moral value men, I started seeing the difference between that as well. So it goes very, it goes down patterns, but pretty much I had to understand the importance of being a feminine woman,
Okay.
and black
At
women
all
don't
times.
teach you that shit.
Yeah.
Growing up.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. They tell you to be conditionally feminine, which only lasts for a period of time.
Only lasts, I want to become,
You
I
have
want
to
to
be that
be,
way.
even when I'm around other women, I'm still feminine to them because this is who I want to be.
Fandom, you got to do it, man. You got to become feminine all the time. I know you're aggressive, but
The fuck does being feminine mean?
Yeah.
I mean, don't say fuck.
Yeah, like that dumb shit you just said just
Yeah,
now.
I know, the fuck
That's what I'm
was
talking
I
about.
used to be so aggressive like
my
her.
point.
This is why I'm tagging.
How am I being aggressive? I just said what the fuck does it mean?
But look,
How
let
am
me
I
tell
being
you,
aggressive? I
let
know
me
what the
tell you,
fuck this
it
is mean.
scares them. Like, it'd be like, it's like they're like, oh.
They don't want somebody
You know
that
what I
sounds
mean?
like them.
Yeah.
They don't want
Because I was like, oh, I get
Can you pull up the definition of feminine, please? 'Cause I really don't know what it means.
No, but I'm not a feminist.
Whatever
I'm
you
not
just
a
said now is
feminist.
the opposite of
So,
that.
so I'll give you an
Opposite
example,
of
right?
that.
So, Kat, when niggas see you, damn, she bad as hell.
But Kat, you
Hold on. When you talk, she the homie.
Oh my God, that's so true.
You see?
No, because like, bro,
That's bad.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm the most friend-zoned pretty bitch that y'all know. I am always friend-zoned because I'm like the fucking homie.
Yeah.
You mean
They
you're
do.
sex zoned?
Yeah.
You're
Sure,
sex
sure,
zoned.
Myron.
You're
Yeah.
sex
Bro.
zoned.
But look, you even said it
Niggas see her.
earlier.
All right, she bad. Nigga, what? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
But she said it earlier.
Y'all know something funny though?
Trying to smash?
I literally only do that. I do that to men that I don't want to date.
Right.
Like when I meet a man that I like and see someone, I'm like,
You're in princess mode, right?
All right. So
She
Kat,
said that
role
earlier.
play. Myron, role play with
Yeah,
Kat.
I mean, you just then I'm just gonna wear heels on Saturdays. Hope you don't mind.
But you even said that you're changing yourself. You're gonna get cheaper clothes.
Wait,
You know?
Kat.
You know what I'm saying? Because you realize that the
You want the
important
softer,
that,
not
feminine.
you have to be more softer for them
But you
because
know the
they
funny
don't
part
care
about it,
about the
though, Kat?
flashiness and the aggressiveness.
Even when you change clothes.
Hey, wait, people can't change
you-
past 25, right?
If you
exactly, she said that, right?
We can change.
No, think about cheaper clothes.
I
If you still
changed.
talk the same way, it's gonna be the same result.
No, and no cap. Like when I see a man that I feel like fits
Merch.
my criteria, and y'all know I don't do that. I feel like shit often. So when I meet a man that I feel like does meet my
Tap
criteria,
in.
baby, like no, I'm not talking. I ain't cursing a lot. I ain't.
You're not
blowing
asking the right
tongues.
question though.
femininity.
Are you're okay? I get that. He meets your criteria, but do you meet his?
Absolutely, because he wouldn't talk to me if I didn't.
I mean,
From a sexual standpoint.
No, from stop saying sexual. From
From a sexual standpoint.
From an attraction
From a sexual
level,
standpoint.
because we see people and we're attracted to them. It
Yeah.
has nothing with sexual. We're
No.
attracted.
Yes.
When a man
That's
talks
not
to you and
the
he's
part,
attracted, it's always
It's
sexual.
Sexual, yeah.
We gotta live in reality here,
Visualize.
Phantom. I know you want to kind of appease your ego, but it's attraction. No, he wants to fuck, bro,
Yeah.
and it's your job to keep him. That's what it is. It's his job to fuck you as quickly as he can. It's your job to keep him after he fucks.
Kat,
And I'm
it's not your
saying-
beauty, it's the booty.
Chris, let me. It's,
Oh my god. So yes, conditional femininity. I'm working on not being conditional feminine.
Wait, you're working on not being
conditionally
You're not working on not being masculine.
I'm not. What am I working on?
she's working on. She's not working on because you can tell because she couldn't remember
she
saying
is
it. But she's allegedly
work on
working
that
on
shit.
being not
More
conditionally
feminine.
feminine, being feminine all the time. And I'm saying
Yeah,
that
one.
that sounds great in theory, but again, like I said, it's
It's pretty hard.
No,
like
it
I
was
said.
hard for me. I had to learn that late though
But
because
no, but like I said,
was
once I start, no cap though, no cap, y'all. All jokes aside, like I said, now that I'm at a space where I'm dating at my level or better, I'm completely different now. Like
you're
'cause
more
I-
operating, you're feminine.
Exactly. Because I know ain't nobody got more than me taking this shit.
Bruh.
Yeah, if you're in a room, right, and you sit together, you actually want to date, and you're talking to somebody you don't want to date, and they see that, you didn't really change because you're talking nice to the guy that you want, but when you're not with that guy, you talk.
Oh damn! So I got the same way the whole time.
That's what I was just saying. That was the first thing that I
Because
said.
if look, for example, I could be right here, you talking to Myron, I don't want to date Myron, so just say whatever. Yeah, that nigga this and that. That's what you talks, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, no, you're right, 'cause I intentionally say stuff that I know is going to turn you off. Like literally, I do.
Right.
Yeah.
And what if we're friends and I'm like, bro, you see what you talking? When you're not there, bro.
Yeah.
So you just,
Damn.
But here's the
that's-
problem with
but-
women that they
sure.
don't get. Like, and Phantom, you could take this advice from now, probably not. But
Fuck
like,
you.
look, the issue is.
Tell me probably not. I'm
Yeah,
right.
probably not. Yeah,
I already know.
You ain't. But it's like it's very simple. It's like when girls. The issue is that with a man, at least when you get rejected, you can see the rejection real time, feel it, improve. When a woman gets rejected, it's silent. You'll never fucking know why they ghosted you. 9 out of 10 times.
yeah, they won't tell you.
Because guys are in a position. It's kind of women are in a privileged position of being approached. Men do the approaching. So y'all don't understand what goes behind the scenes to make the pizza. So you don't know what it takes to make the pizza to keep the pizza. You know, that makes sense. Like the guy.
Because I recently got ghosted. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't been ghosted in so long. I think it's fucking hilarious. I'm like, shout out to that nigga that ghosted me. You the MVP.
Yeah, it's just that like women are never gonna know why they're deficient.
God,
Like
no.
they're just not. They're just
Like
not
we had
gonna
a
know.
conversation. I thought it was cool. Like I felt like he was throwing a couple shots at me or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I ate them because I'm supposed to be, dialing it down a little bit because everybody like, "Okay, you too much."
Right.
So I'm down. So I'm eating a little shots. Okay, I ain't popping my shit. So my opportunity, I did. So I was driving in the car, and he made a comment. I was like, "Oh, what kind of car you drive?" And I was like, "A Honda." And he was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Bitch," to myself.
Yeah.
I didn't say it out loud. I said it to myself, right? And so, mind you, I go to a car wash, and so I told him what kind of car I really drive. So I go to car wash. He started to freak out, like, "You shouldn't go to a car wash, blah blah." Mind you, we on FaceTime. I keep hearing this tick, 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 ticking, In the background, I said, what the fuck wrong with your car? My homeboy said, bro, you ain't say that. I said, I did because I done ate so many small shots
from him.
that I felt like I had to
with
get my
your-
lick back on my ass. So for me saying, I was calling my house cleaner to come clean my fucking house, and then I sit here and threw shots at his car. I ain't never heard from the nigga again.
No, but that's what I was saying, that I didn't understand the difference between operating in a feminine 90% of your whole life. We're only supposed to operate in the masculine when we're doing business, right? And that's like 10%. I never knew that. It makes sense though, because if we become this feminine woman, we won't switch.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing,
Right?
man.
Because I used to be a switcher, and I used to think that, I gotta be his homeboy and his princess.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I could be his princess, but still be
I want to be the down ass bitch.
assertive in a way.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
you know?
cool. I know.
I'm just
I get
keeping
it.
honest.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like from what I just see here, Phantom, you're too ingrained. You're not gonna be able to change, bro. So it's
She
like,
can change. She will.
because the thing is that she's done it for so long. And it's like
It's
because
ingrained.
it's gonna come back out. Like, you know, you could play the game and like be feminine in the beginning and do the bait and switch and everything, but
Bitch, one day you're gonna turn up on his ass. What the fuck?
yeah,
nigga?
but at some point the guy's gonna wake up and be like, oh, I don't like this shit. And I don't. If women knew how much guys like really have a problem with masculine women, they wouldn't be. But we live in a society that tells women that like it's okay to act like a dude and a guy should accept you. But if I also turn around and wear dresses on Saturdays and heels, y'all would never take me serious.
Yeah.
But we let women go ahead and get away with that mantra that you should be accepted no matter how you behave. And men don't get that same privilege. It's just that the difference to men is what I was trying to say before, is that men make their decisions in silence. So they're just not going to fuck with you and not say anything. And you'll never know. At least with a guy, if I approach a girl and she rejects me, I know real time she doesn't want me. Cool, I can move on to the next girl. With you guys, you guys don't get answers. But the benefit for being a woman is you don't get your answers from this guy, but you got 20 other suckers over here that are still giving you attention.
Yeah.
But here's the problem, though. As much as fans don't like this, it's sexual attention. You know what I'm saying? It's sexual attention. When a guy talks to you first, it's always sex first, and then it's incumbent upon the woman to keep the guy. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
that's what it is.
I mean, if I wanted to marry like somebody lower than me, I could be married tomorrow.
But you don't want to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I want to.
A woman wins. Again, the metric of success is, can you get a ring from a man you love, admire, and respect? You want to take his last name.
Oh, damn, no. Damn,
So,
no.
But you
have a
can. You
question.
will.
Oh, I absolutely will.
Yes.
I have a question.
question,
though.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like you are
Merch.
gorgeous. You're super intelligent. Like, don't we think that? I mean, you
There
have
goes
so
the
many other
pandering.
assets for you. Like,
Write
you
this
don't
down,
think
guys.
that there's someone out there that will love you as you are? Because the
No,
thing is, if
absolutely.
you're behaving a
Absolutely.
certain way
Definitely.
to try to cater to whatever, but your
I want the
authentic
audience to see
self
this.
is getting hidden, it's eventually gonna come out.
Yeah, no, my thing is I preach this to people all the time. You can only not be who you are for so long.
Yeah.
I would never try to operate on who I'm not because that shit's not gonna last.
It's not gonna work.
real.
It's not gonna work.
Wait, you just
So-
said you were gonna change clothes and
I can change clothes.
Change
I
clothes.
can change clothes. I didn't say I was changing my
Clothes.
rhetoric.
Right.
I didn't say I was dumbing
Bro.
myself down.
Girl,
I didn't say I
I
was
promise you,
listening my
no
standards.
self-esteem.
You're gonna
I
try,
said
yeah.
that I'm not walking
my
around
appearance is
in
gonna be
Gucci,
different.
Louis,
Yeah.
Fendi, so I don't fucking scare off every fucking body. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
changing and wearing $20-$30 clothes is not changing who I am in essence.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm
Just tell me I'm right. Can you just tell me I'm right,
you're
please?
wrong. You're very
Like,
wrong.
come on, just tell me I'm right.
You're just very wrong. Like, and here's the thing. I kind of wanted to let y'all kind of talk amongst yourselves because this is the difference between men and women. You're 29 now, right?
Who?
You.
Yeah.
32.
Wait, 32?
She's like, you're the age police.
Oh, okay.
God damn.
So like, I love it how the girls here are telling you like, oh, you're gonna find your guy, but statistically speaking,
Oh, no.
you have like less than a 5% chance of getting married at this point.
No, I don't.
So, I mean, this is empirical fact. Like, once a woman reaches a certain age, the chance of her getting married, more than likely, she's gonna end up being single for a majority of the time.
And you
Like, she's
want to
not
know what
gonna
I
get
say to
married.
that, honey?
And that's fine. Like, but I'm just saying, like, let's be real here.
That's
you have
like
extremely
Kevin
high
Samuels.
standards. You're already 32. With the numbers aren't favorable. But the girls here are telling you,
Ooh,
yo, it's okay, manifest that shit, girl.
Go,
And
we got it.
it proves my point. Like,
Go, Queen.
like in Fresh, for example, right?
Go,
Like,
Queen.
let's this is the difference between men and women. Like, let's say Fresh, right? Like became a bum, said, man, fuck this podcast. I'm just gonna chill. Started smoking weed, playing video games all the time. I would tell him, bro, you ain't gonna
Smash.
get no bitches, you a loser.
But
and he would accept it because reality is gonna reflect that. Like he would accept it and say, all right, I either gotta do better or continue to just play video games and be a loser.
Yep.
But with women, it's like, no, it's okay, you're gonna find him, you're gonna find it. Like you guys operate on possibilities and not probabilities.
Right.
We're giving y'all a probability. The probability is very high that she's gonna stay single.
Right.
Is it possible she could find a guy? Yes, but it's slim. And look right now, you are fighting right now to get a word in because I'm triggering you so much. This is what I'm trying to say. Like women react with their feelings. Even right now, we've had a logical discussion, whatever, but now I'm on an uncomfortable topic. And your first inkling is to respond with some emotional response. And I'm telling you empirically that her chances of finding a man are very low, which contradict what you just told her because you're trying to coddle her. Oh, it's okay. You'll find a guy.
Right.
Hey, man, just because it's possible doesn't mean it's probable.
Right. But I agree with you. I agree with you 95%.
Okay.
Right? Because you like to use an analogy, right? Toward when it comes to these things. So let's use the fitness analogy. Let's say you had a health scare. Let's say I had a health scare, right?
Penis.
And I had a health scare, and I realized that if I don't take care of my body, and if I don't unlearn what I used to know about healthy eating, working out, if I don't become this person, my chances of living is very small, right? For her, but hold on. For me too. Right? For me too. Hold on. For me too. The reason why I coddled her so quick, because I know that if she's really serious about it, she can unlearn and relearn her as well. Am I wrong?
You are, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, damn.
But hold on.
Wait.
Because had she worked out sooner, she would have got a better body. She would have looked better. She would have felt better. She would have lived a better life of vitality overall.
Right.
Had she done it sooner. Now, the difference here is that she's working out when she's older. The only thing she could help to benefit from this is that she's just going to avoid dying soon. Versus if she had worked out sooner, I'm using your own analogy back on you. So like if she had worked out sooner, she would have been able to enjoy the benefits of longer vitality, looking good in her youth, and feeling better in general. Versus when people wait to work out later on in life, they'll still get the benefits of working out to a degree, but they're not going to enjoy the full range of benefits because they started too late.
But what if you do that work, that inner work, that studying of it, right? You go to the facts and you realize that what it takes, and this is now a lifestyle. That's why I said I had to realize that being feminine is a lifestyle.
Working out at 21 is not the same as starting to work out at 41.
But she's not 41.
No, I'm not saying that.
No,
but
just making theoretically.
I get that.
Theoretically. So like from a marriage perspective, right, and finding a guy, her chances have gone down significantly where it's not probable anymore. Versus if we had went 10 years back, she's 22, the chances are extremely high. We're talking 95% chance. Now so it went down significantly because here's the thing. She's a successful, ambitious woman that is assertive and dominant.
Yes.
Fantastic on paper. In practice, not so great because a guy that also has these metrics, why am I going to pick her? And I don't want to sound cocky, but I'm talking to you as a millionaire. Why am I going to talk to a girl, right? That's my age, my same level of assertiveness and dominance, whatever it may be, right? To a degree. Why am I going to talk to her when I can go get a girl that's 22, not going to give me a headache, that's going to follow my program and augment my life?
But you don't think it's possible for her to learn that as a man of a millionaire? I never said it's not
possible. I said it's not probable.
He said the likelihood of it.
And I agree with the percentage rate. But that's why I said.
And a lot of guys that are higher earners, and I didn't say that just to flex. I'm just saying that because there's guys here in the chat that make way more money than me that support us, whatever it may be, and they feel the same way. It's just that I'm speaking for them. They can't say this shit, man. They really can't.
Right.
Well, and women don't get it.
Well, to be real, a real man would be able to handle her.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
No, all bullshit aside.
Good job, Fresh.
No, all bullshit aside. All bullshit aside. I think the part that as much as I truly appreciate you with your coddling, thank you, Myron. with your coddling, I appreciate you for that, Queen. However, I completely understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
And the part that we're all leaving out about Phantom is the fact that being an entertainer at a certain level, you are a very good people reader. So I come here, y'all want to know I'm so loose? Bitch, I am drunk. I ain't never sat here and just drank the whole time, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm a really good people reader. So you're exactly right. Like I said, I know a higher earner ain't gonna take this shit. But one thing about Cat, I can spot a higher earner. So I know when to turn it off and turn it fucking on. And one thing that I also learned about a higher earner, they like when it's off. But when you give them that glimpse of that fire, they fuck with that too.
Yeah.
And also something that this podcast don't necessarily, I feel like what y'all don't necessarily put out is it's always like, oh, you should be doing something to get married. You should be, no, nigga, like you got to see where somebody coming from. In my 20s, I didn't want to fucking be married. I was living, I was doing this, I was doing that, right? Like the rest of these retarded ass 20-year-olds, because I used to be a retarded ass 20-year-old, so I can say that and I can say it and I can own it. However, that's one thing that we like to negate in this space, that it depends on where you're coming from. If you're dating just to date to have fun, you don't give a fuck. Like we just having fun, we living, we vibing. But once you start dating with intentionality, I can't fucking talk, my stupid ass. So once you start dating with intentions, you do move different. Yeah. There is a way that you start moving. There is this way that you started picking up new traits, etc. I feel like for men, you definitely can't teach your old dog new tricks. However, for women, because as women, we were put here on this earth to be nurturers and to be providers and to procreate. We always have this innate ability to adapt. Women have a level of adaptability that men don't have. So for Myron to sit here and go, oh, she's stuck in her ways. No, cap. Because when you get the right one, you good.
If that strategy worked, you'd be married right now.
I don't want to be married right now. Why can I not want to be married right now?
Are you pretty much saying
Hold on, stop the show.
I don't want a kid right now. I want to be married right now.
Stop the show. First hour of the show. I remember this vividly. I want to be a housewife.
I said that growing up, bro. I said I was 8 years old. I literally said when I was 8 years old, I said I want to be a housewife. And also, I'm gonna also say right now, I still want to be a housewife. Do I want to be married fucking tomorrow? No.
But eventually you want to.
But eventually.
I mean, but Kat, you're 32. When is that?
And these days, so many women in their 30s
are getting married.
This is a different generation.
That's that Kevin Samuel. That's that Kevin Samuel's mindset. Mind you, I fuck with Kevin Samuels. I never had a problem with nothing he said because I felt like he was spitting up fire, so I'm cool with that. However, the Kevin mindset is your age trumps experience.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. I know. That's what I'm saying. But that's not real in today's society. That is an outdated theoretics that people like to sit here and throw out at people.
It's outdated.
It's completely outdated.
Actually, it's not outdated whatsoever because we have the lowest marriage rates. We have the highest divorce rates. We have more unhappy women than ever before. Overall in the United States. There's more single women than ever before. They just reported that we just hit a new high with single women, right? And divorce rates are higher and marriage rates are plummeting. So we actually have the empirical data to say that everything you're saying right now is not true. You can say, hey, that mindset is a bad mindset or whatever, but that mindset is what led to marriage working in the first place versus like the opposite of that, which is what you're saying, like, hey, live life, vibe, whatever it is, push off marriage, whatever. That doesn't work. And we have the data to show it because the reality is that women want to be able to stay in, shout out to Road Sponsor, we talk about this in detail. Women want to be able to stay in the casino and gamble all fucking night like it's not going to close at some point. You have a finite amount of time to cash out. You really do as a woman. Men, we don't. We have a far longer time. The casino's going to close on us too. Don't get it twisted. But for you guys, that casino window is very small. And if you don't cash out, you're going to be stuck in that casino and you'll never be able to walk out with someone. So it's up to you whether you want to leave when you're up or leave when you're a little up, or leave even at a minor negative. But the problem is that girls keep playing, thinking, yo, I can get some better. It goes back to the husband store analogy. And I know what you guys are saying, like, well, it can happen. It can happen. You have two guys here telling y'all, yo, this is what men look for. And y'all keep fighting it. Like, yo, that marriage thing is whatever. That's like me going around saying, man, Fresh, this is fucking stupid. Why do these bitches want to fuck dudes that are in good shape, make money, and like we don't challenge the female wants.
I'm not challenging you guys as Kat.
You're invalidating it though. You're saying it's Cap and it doesn't work. I'm telling you,
I'm saying that it doesn't work for me in my space. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And I have the right to say that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You have the right to say that, but it's not correct because the men are the one that decide who gets married, not the women.
Yeah.
y'all don't have the leverage here. And
No
I don't
choice.
know like why women keep saying this, like, oh, that mindset is wrong. No, it's not wrong because we choose who gets relationships. Y'all choose who fucks.
Pretty much.
Well, to be fair, real men don't care about age.
so annoying.
Real men don't care about age.
That is so.
Real men accept me when I'm 36.
You know what? Yo, real women don't care about if you make money or
Yes.
not. Yo, you know what?
You go.
I'm a fucking king.
Honey,
You
I
go,
I've
king.
said on so many panels with y'all,
Yeah.
and girls have literally said that. I don't care how much money they make.
It's cap though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is cap.
Because behind the scenes, they be not them, but
When
know,
I was
other
younger, I
guys.
would feel that way, but now it's
That's what I'm saying. Like you said, when you were younger, I'm talking
Yeah.
about sitting on panels with girls from the age of 20 to 25.
Oh
yeah.
They
That's
do
the
say
that's
that.
the general age for girls that sit here and say this stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Well, they're still in the casino at the top.
but no, they're at their prime though.
Yeah.
To
That's-
y'all,
that's why they're-
those are the ones y'all gonna choose. The one that got 30, 40 bodies, the ones that's busting open. That's one of them because they 23 years old and they are the prime example, right?
But I will say this.
Yes or no?
Just,
That's what y'all told me.
just to make this more
34 bodies.
relatable.
That's what y'all said.
A lot of girls that are young are getting a lot of experience now.
Yeah.
And it means that
Oh,
just
Gotta be
because they're
more
young,
vigilant.
yeah,
as a
they
guy.
got a lot of bodies too. So it's tough.
Oh no, so now we can play the game of what's outdated and what's not dated when it comes to men choosing a woman, but I can't play the game of what's outdated and what's not when it comes to me finding a partner when I'm fucking ready.
Well,
No,
that's what you
because
said.
because
You
you
can't.
don't pick who gets married. The man
Yes,
does.
the man does exactly.
So we're
If
talking about
if I use your
marriage.
logic as a guy, I'd be in jail for rape right now.
What?
Well,
No. Let's spin it. No, because her logic is no. Because here's the thing. You guys not catch what I did there? She said,
No.
"Well, I dictate the marriage because why should we?"
No, I never said that. That's not what I said. What I just said
I'm
was
summarizing what you said. I'm summarizing. I'm summarizing
Oh,
your
okay.
argument. Your argument is you're basically saying, well, the women dictate the marriages. That's like me saying the
I
men
would
dictate
never
the
say no
sex.
stupid shit like that. I'm sorry if that came out like that, but I would never say no stupid shit like that. That was not the point. If
That was
that's
the
what came out,
conclusion to what-
look, if that's what came out, I'm sorry. 'Cause I would never say
Chat, am I crazy?
No, you're not.
Yeah, the chat sees where I'm going here, because you're basically saying that you insinuated men don't have the authority to choose who gets married. Women do, and I'm telling you that's like me telling you women don't have the authority on who has sex. Women do have the authority on who has sex. The man doesn't. If I violate that, I go to jail for rape. Just so men pick who gets married, women pick who gets sex.
All right, bro. Y'all
The difference is that there's not a felony attributed to the female to the male.
I'm inviting y'all to my wedding. How about that?
okay.
When 2036.
I don't care. I'm not inviting you, Chris. I'm crying. I'm inviting Myron.
Alright.
Hey man, if you find one, I ate that, man. More power to you.
I want to say that I
You
think
beat the
that
odds.
her energy is dominant, and you're gonna attract a submissive, and he is gonna love the fuck out of you.
Oh, I don't want no submissive.
Thank you.
We just fucking.
That's the problem. See, you don't want that.
All right. So
You don't want that.
so we got some chats here. Yanni Gee.
Yeah, Myron. Yanni Gee. Myron, like you and Fresh, most guys are the extreme opposite of what women are socialized to be physically attracted. So when does the whole she has to have burning genuine desire come in?
Oh, so you're saying that me? You
Or should I say we're losers? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
bro. Thank you.
well, you know what? Honestly, being a loser and having money and success is awesome. So
Yeah.
I'll take
But-
that.
No, that's what y'all just said. Y'all just said you can't be a loser, bro.
Well, we're trolling because that was a troll
I
comment.
thought we were
Yeah.
incels.
Yeah, we're insults
Yeah,
too.
we're not taking it personal.
We're virgins
The Vikings have the most play. Okay. I find it funny when streamers, gamers make fun of RP creators when they rely on sedated men watching video games or streamers. Yeah, bro. It is what it is. Crying Big Mo. Chris, Chat, and Myron, stop picking on me. I get very emotional about it. I go home crying because please be nice to me. And plus women put me on the friend zone because of guys. Please be nice to me. Okay.
Oh,
Question. What comes first for most women, becoming a 304 or having 304 friends? It could be either or. Three Thigless, $100 cheetah dress. What does your scary ass bring to the table? This nigga, bro. So, thank you. I appreciate the chat. She already told y'all. $20. Myron's hairline. You girls saved me. I don't know yet. It's JFE. Opposite track is short. You weren't being a good woman. You were being a good man. Men want a woman, not another man. Okay, I think that's to Miss Shay. Sleepy Joe. I think single moms who are dating are selfish. You are holding someone who is a stranger to that child to a higher standard than the man you got pregnant by. He will never love your kids more than his own. Yeah, bro. But here's the thing: that it's not upon you. You got to take some accountability. If you pick a chick that's a single mom, not knowing better, that's on you, not on her. You know what I'm saying? In this world, there's always pimps, you either pimp or you be pimped. If you get pimped, you can't cry about that. You know, you got to have the ability to understand who has the dominant role. For real, that's the world we live in. It's you either pimp or be pimped.
Yo,
what do you want to do?
The next
Yo.
comment.
We're all laughing at this comment. You missed it. We're all laughing at this comment.
But his name is King Kong Doodoo, so I guess he has another alternative.
Pick
So
doodoo,
he
you get doodoo one.
be shitting on these hoes.
Okay, Phantom is Juwanna Mann meets Lil Kim in the 90s meets Queen Latifah.
Yeah, facts.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
Being feminine requires work, not just about appearance and attire, but also body language, posture, gait, walk, mannerisms, diet, vocal tone, volume, how often you speak, word choices, lifestyle, most finally mentality. There are lady girls out,
boys.
No, lady academies. Lady academies. I've heard like in the Middle East they have them, and they actually people send their wives there.
Oh, like charm school.
That's what April Mason does. She's a feminine CEO. She does women feminine lady academies.
I'm gonna go to charm school.
So,
but the unit guys not.
But she don't teach you to be like stupid to the shit. Like she ain't gonna.
But,
You know what I'm
think
saying?
about
Like
that. There's no like a formal masculine academy, but there's like these like formal female.
But Kevin Samuels used to train men.
Yep.
No, train women.
Keyword is
No,
used to.
before this, before he says it all the time. Before he started to tap
Yeah, he
into
did.
women,
Yeah.
he would train men.
More or less. Yeah.
Back in the day.
More or less, yeah.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say is like we've gotten to a point now where we have to make formal academies to teach ladies how to be ladies, but there's not that same thing for men because if you're a man and you don't figure out, who cares?
Right.
No one
And
gives
that's
a
what
fuck.
you're doing now in Fresh and Fit. You're teaching these men.
Yeah, well, let's be honest here. We're not that big.
But you're not like, you don't have like an intimate academy.
Yeah, like, 700,000 subscribers. We got a lot of haters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this type of message, a lot of people are not going to receive it well because we teach guys, hey, you got to be a man. And unfortunately, being a man requires you to have some performance on your end.
Yeah.
I think that if you did it in a different form and actually put it in an academy
for just
setting,
them. Yes.
I think that they would be more open because then it'd be a more private
It'd
setting.
be more personal.
And they wouldn't feel like embarrassed. Like, oh,
We do have the high value academy,
I
which
really
is a
ain't
digital
shit.
course, but I'm talking about like there's like legitimate like you can go to a school and wear a uniform.
Bro,
You can open that shit.
What's
You
wrong
can
with
open
you?
that up.
Look at us trying to empower you.
Yeah. In the law enforcement.
Let me know if people change though, because I think that
Well,
I
to be
think it's not
fair,
gonna work.
Chris used to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all could do a little duo.
Chris will be the professor.
No.
I think the agenda is make more women masculine and make more men feminine to blur the lines of traditional gender roles. It's revenge for those who felt left, and it's hurting traditional marriage vows. Okay. I'm the real hairline of Myron. Okay, Myron's hairline. I appreciate that. And yeah, I think we're caught up. All right, cool.
Okay.
Oh my God, y'all hilarious.
So ladies,
I am Sparta.
favorite part of the show. Last thoughts. So we'll start.
Sorry, Fresh. Last thought.
Oh, we got another one. King
last
Kong
shit.
Doodoo.
I'm here by lying on these people's chests. Thank you.
Porta potty.
Laying on people's
Thank
chests.
you, my friend.
Porta
Thank you.
potty. Okay. Thoughts on the show? Hate it, love it. Comments, questions. We'll start right here.
I love it. I definitely want to join again. I had a great time tonight.
Wait, you was here?
Yo,
it.
Yo.
Whose man is this?
Yeah, bro.
Right.
Chris, you got chilling, man.
Hey, don't worry, I got you.
Misogyny.
Yeah, on the henny.
Me and him both.
Go ahead.
This was a great way to come back on the show. I enjoy the level of women.
Maturity.
Yeah.
It was above
Maturity
GED
and-
conversation.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect.
So,
I thought it was gonna be
Are
bullshit.
we gonna
too.
avoid any negative talks about Fresh?
Of course.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
So what
shit's
you
cool.
said? Can you tell me what
I'm
you said?
saying like, what did I say? Because what?
I mean,
Negative.
from what I seen nothing bad on the internet, but she's
don't
been
do
cool. Yeah, she's been cool. Like you guys have been blowing up shit on on forums and shit like that. So
Yeah, he don't want to mention Reddit.
hey, Reddit, you cool is what it is, but I don't fuck it. I don't care.
Shout out to Reddit, man.
I don't care,
Listen,
man.
I'm
And
overall
Discord.
positive.
I don't go fucking
Shout out
care.
everybody.
All right.
No, fuck it.
Okay.
I ain't drinking no more. Fuck y'all.
Okay.
All right, cool.
We got Jamie Martinez $100 says, question for the ladies. Do you all think modernized, westernized women make better wives than a woman from a third world country? That's a good one.
That's
No.
a good question.
I say no.
No?
Nope.
I knew that was coming.
What about you?
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to take some depth from the conversation about healthy relationships with the masculine energy and things like that,
Mhm.
even though I didn't talk a lot about it, because I grew up with a single mom who tried to be the mom and the dad. And I had an absent father who she spoke terribly about. And I never had, growing up, a model, even with her,
Mhm.
knowing how to like manage relationships, what that looked like. So I think that it definitely affected me understanding what a healthy relationship even looks like. And even in the relationship that I was in for a very long time, it was not a healthy kind of relationship. And one day I would love to experience a truly healthy relationship. I don't even know what that is because I've never experienced it.
Oh my
I know. But I didn't cry this time.
Fucking Chris.
Me?
My
turn? Okay, so two things on what he asked our last question, but I want to answer that first.
Yeah, sure.
So my background is Jamaican, and I see my grandparents. I seen my grandparents. They stayed together till my grandfather passed away, and 30 plus years, 40 plus years, or something like that. And she was raised differently, so I understand that she understood what the dynamics of a marriage was, because when my grandfather died, that's when she started spilling all the tea. Like he went out and he was doing this and doing that, but she still stayed 10 toes down. Our modern women now, it's like, well, we got our own money, and then my grandfather provided for her as well. We're like, we got our own money. I don't need that shit. I don't need this disrespect, whatever. And we quick to leave, So I do think there is a difference now with us being modern women and the generation that we're in now. It's a big, big difference than the third world country women, even now and back then.
Okay.
My final question is, now, when I realized that Kevin Samuels passed away, I was like, I have to get back on this podcast because I want to get to fit.
Oh shit!
Right, and not in a bad way.
You gotta talk to Kevin. Yeah,
but I know that was one of y'all, maybe idols or whatever. Like a lot of what y'all talk about is what he talks about as well. But one of the things I want to talk about was how he passed. Right.
No.
We don't know enough about it.
Look, they don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, we like. I know there's like speculation and stuff, but we don't know enough. And
let's just go.
He was a colleague. He was a colleague.
Right.
So.
Well, let's just go off of what is a big picture, right? In a way, right now, what
you mean
the
what
world
we
is saying, right? Which is that he met a woman the night before, and it was a random, and he passed without leaving a love legacy to his children, right? I wanted to get you guys' views on that, right? With being his age, because he did say that he would marry again, right? So that was an end goal for him. But it just so happened that the way he passed is like, well, what they're saying is so controversial because he passed with a random chick and somebody that wasn't really there to help nurturing. And April Mason, she did a video saying that this is facts, that men who are married live 10 years plus longer than men who are not, because they have a woman by their side to fill those voids or whatever they're looking for in the random women. So my question is leaving up a love legacy an importance? Do you guys teach that as well? Like, you guys teach how to men to be womanizers or whatever, but is that important for you guys to teach as well? There, at the end of the day, there is the end goal. Everyone wants someone to die with. So that was my question. Like,
to be fair, you die alone. Just to be frank, but I get what you're saying. You were saying that, generally speaking, he was saying, you don't want to die alone, right?
Right.
But him passing away with a random girl, I mean, he was doing his thing. What's wrong with that?
Right, but what I'm saying,
he went out on top as far as I'm concerned. He was out here with a pretty bad, attractive woman, and
very much.
She was old. 20 plus years.
I think he passed away on good terms.
Yeah. He went out like a G.
Technically speaking, he didn't die alone. She was there.
She was there.
You know what?
Woman.
I wouldn't expect anything less than
he died changing the world, and he passed away with an attractive woman by him. It's like literally like a player's. He talked about exercising options, and unfortunately it was untimely passing, but he was he left on top, and I think people need to recognize that. People are like, oh well, he's a hypocrite, he's not married, whatever.
But that wasn't his end goal, though. His end goal was to be married again, because he was married twice.
Well. To be fair, I mean, he passed abruptly. So
he
didn't know he was gonna die.
Put that in the man because he was
okay.
That wasn't a choice.
Yeah, it was a choice.
Oh, he wasn't. That wasn't what he was looking for at the time, right? So it's okay for Kevin Samuels to die and not be looking for marriage, but it's not okay for me to be 32 and not wanting to be married.
Feelings.
No.
I just fuck with y'all, man. I don't give a fuck. I just fuck with y'all.
We're just saying at that point in time, we don't know if he was setting it up, if there was a process. We just know, hey, he was there with a woman, he passed away. So him getting married again, we don't know if he's going to or not.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. We don't know all the facts, so I'm not going to like speculate on what happened or whatever. All I'm going to simply say is that he went out on top, went out like a G, had a attractive woman by his side. And a lot of guys will don't have the ability to do that. Like, you know, he lived what he was saying. He was exercising options, changing the world, making money, killing it.
And I would say all these
it was an abrupt death.
Gay comments, you're wrong.
Yeah,
Look,
for all the haters that said he was
not gay. Yeah,
or that he was gonna die alone. No, he didn't die alone, and he's not gay. So how do y'all look now? And see, the problem is that they want to go ahead and try to destroy him no matter what. If he was with, they wanted they wanted him to be with a man so bad. They want to be with an ugly chick so bad. Whatever. Oh no, it's a Spanish girl that's attractive. What y'all gonna say now? Oh well, whatever.
Well,
so it's like
32.
You know, from a male perspective, I can see where you guys are coming from a woman's perspective. Like, oh well, he didn't die with a wife by his side. Hey man, he died doing what he wanted to do.
And I agree with that. I agree with that
100%.
And like I said, I loved his content. Like I reposted his shit when he passed away because I would watch that shit, turn it on in the salon for my clients to see it. But I guess because maybe you guys don't have children as well. Because my main thing was like the legacy he could leave for his children, like for his daughter. You know, like it's
no
different.
one plans for death.
Yeah.
So
and I get it. He was a bachelor living in a bachelor pad doing bachelor shit. So it is what it is. But yeah. Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
All
right.
Rest in power, Kim Summers.
Yeah. He went out on top, man. Official contract, the contrary to what people try to say. Okay, official contract goes $50. Thank you so much. And then David Lenz Pro. Quick question for ladies: the phrase "I don't need a man," does that really mean I can't keep a man? Thoughts? It does, my friend. To a degree.
All right.
Cool. Anything else?
No.
Oh, okay, guys. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., we're gonna do our show on H3. There's not gonna be any after-hour show.
Yep.
That one's gonna be a longer one because we got a lot to go over. Like I told y'all before.
Hella notes.
Fresh got some receipts. Whatever it may be, we're gonna do it 6 p.m. And we're gonna make it a call-in show. So after we go through everything, we're gonna get your thoughts and we'll have a good discussion. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m.
We'll talk to you guys.
Yeah, man. Love you guys.
Wait, hold on.
And once again, man,
Instagrams are below.
700K, guys. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, shout out to y'all.
And last one.
Oh, last one.
Mr. Quantum.
I got nothing to ask the chameleon streetwalkers. F&F, do you think there are about the same amount of high-value men to high-value women in the States? Morals, value, family-oriented, feminine, beauty, not on media?
Probably not.
No.
You should have saved those $20.
Right.
Right. That's a good question, man. That's a good question.
Answer is no.
That's a whole other topic because you have to identify what a high-value woman is versus a high-value man, whatever.
Exactly.
And that's for another episode. But that's a good question, though. Maybe we'll answer that on the call-in show tomorrow. Start it off with that before we do the breakdown. Cool. But anyway, Matt, catch you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m.
Peace.
Bye.
All the night is my world. City light, ain't this girl?